Warning, the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, everything spicy and the producers must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed on this show.
Hey everyone, I'm Phil, and this is Everything Spicy. What's up, everyone? It is Friday night. Holy mackerel! Wasn't sure what I was doing this evening. I kept scrolling through the whole YouTube world, and no friends were live. Nothing. It's funny. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursday. Me and a bunch of my other friends, man, we are just stepping all over each other's dicks, being live, and this person's live at the same time. This person, and then Friday and Saturday, it's like nothing, man. It's crazy. Oh, this YouTube thing, it's crazy, man. Hey, it's great to see everybody out there. Remember, someone sends a super chat. Make sure the members follow it up with that little black emoji. You know what that little black emoji says? Something like fun stuff, right? Fuck yeah. What's up, man? Good to see everyone. Hey, sorry about the bad language there, Will the Rocker. You know me. It's who I am. It's who I am. So, holy mackerel. Sty is in the chat. What's up, Sty? Good to see you. If you want to join me, I will send you out the link. No pressure on anybody tonight. You know what? This is one of those things. I didn't send the link out to all of my normal people that come up here and join me, because you know what? If you don't, I don't want anybody to feel obligated that they got to come up here just because I go live. I can sit here and read the chat all night long and talk to the lovely people in there. If you want to come up and you want to hang out, by all means, that's great, man. Either way, man. So if you want to come up, let me know in the chat. I'll be more than happy to let you up. Let's go to the top of the chat, and we'll talk to Mr. Fulton. What's up, Fulton? Prince Philip passed away. It's funny. I saw that story today. And one of the first stories they came out with is that Meghan Markle killed Prince Philip. Says, you know what? She just had to go on Oprah. Prince Philip's in the hospital trying to recover. She just had to go do that Oprah Winfrey thing. And they believe that, the guy just, screw this, man. Why fight? Why is now that everybody's going to start saying that the royal family are all a bunch of racists, man? This whole race, I think people of all colors are getting tired of the media. They're getting tired of our politicians and whatnot yelling racism, man. I think they're getting tired of it. It's not on the screen yet, but I'm going to put this up there just because I can see it on this other screen over here, and I want to recognize this right away, guys. Hit the fuck your ass, all your members. There we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mike's Outdoors. I didn't put him up on the screen, but thank you, Mike's Outdoor Adventures. We do appreciate the super chat. We'll scroll back. I want to make sure we're talking to everybody as they come in. You'll get up that super chat will get up on the screen here shortly. Eileen, Valoo the fam. Good to see you, girl. Eileen has been for weeks now, been posting Get Her Done Granny's link out there. And I'm afraid this thing is almost taking its course. But you know what, Eileen? You keep sticking it out there. And I hope when you guys see that, you put a couple bucks that way. I put quite a bit of money myself that way. And I'm kind of, if she needs something, I will send her something. I would at this stage of the game, because I think all the money's now gone to her because it's just trickling in now. If she needs something, I'd be happy to Amazon send her something. That's what I'd do. CB, Unglesby is in the house. What's up, CB? Good to see you. I see everybody over there in the chat. Blake, Hurst, Pepper. I see y'all over there. I am getting to you. I do appreciate everybody using the emojis. There's Mike's Outdoors and Adventures. What's up, man? Good to see you. Met Donald Morris, my male merchandise model. What's up, Donald Morris? Hey, Donald, if you want something, let me know, all right? You want something, you bought plenty of stuff out of my Teespring account. If you want a new shirt or you want something there, you let me know. Send me an email, everythingspicyphil@gmail.com. You're getting something for nothing. Just let me know, brother. Melissa Spencer's in the house. What's up, Melissa Spencer? Good to see you, girl. Joe Weymouth. What's up, Weymouth? How you doing, man? Now, this guy's been tackling the spicy challenges hard. He did just a couple of weeks ago, did the Nemesis. And to me, probably one of the hardest challenges I've ever done. I respect the hell out of what you're doing in the chili community there, Joe. You're killing it lately. So good to see you. Newfoundlanders, Ingalls family. What's up, Newfoundlanders? It is great to see you. Great to see you. All right. We'll scroll down here a little bit more. Donald Morris, Mike's Adventure, everybody. Metal music maniac Harry won one of the free shirts, sent his mailed his stuff out, or actually just ordered it last day or two. He knows his stuff's on the way. For that debacle that was the trivia, right? Man, I don't know what I thought. All I know is it didn't work the way I wanted it to. So from here on out, we'll stick to doing what we normally do. Wow. Tim, this is Wheel Life is here. What's up, Tim? Good to see you. Check your messenger. Okay. All right. We will share. We will invite. We'll go invite. Boop. Oh, it's so good to see everyone. We are going to do my Facebook. So you can see me. I can't see you. We will pop that in there. And if y'all want to, there we go. There it is. Need the link, you dink. Yeah, Sty. It's good to see you, Tim. Hey, guys, if you haven't checked out Tim, this is Wheel Life. He's on TikTok. Funny thing with Tim lately, man. I've been watching and say doesn't get a lot of views. It'd be nice to see him get some more views. But yeah, I've been seeing Tim on TikTok. So good to see you there. The Hunt for Heat is here. What's up, Cindy? Good to see you, girl. Blake Hurst. Blake motherfucking Hurst. He was actually an answer to one of my trivia questions the other night. Who's the only other person other than me on my panel to come up here and eat Satan's pleasure from Alba Blum at Blum Local? That was Blake Hurst. Yeah, it was. James Bernard is here. What's up, Bernard? Man, you people can change your damn channel names. Chasing the Reaper, James Bernard, Chasing the Reaper. You're killing me. At least I know who you are. What's up, Samantha? Yeah, she's the one that told me. Says check the Facebook Messenger. God damn, we'll come hang out with you. Damn, that woman, I tell you. The Pepper Kid is here. I've been seeing him over on my other phone. What's up, Pepper Kid? I saw him somewhere the other day, and I yelled him out. Went into one of his videos, watched one of his videos, and left him a nice little comment. He's like, "You rang." That's not exactly what he said. Neighbor Girl's here. What's up, Neighbor Girl? Melissa Spencer. I think I said hi to Melissa Spencer. Did I say hi to Melissa Spencer? And there it was. There's that $20 super chat. Clayton's Irish Den. What's up, Clayton? Good to see you, man. All right. I think we have hit everybody that is in there. All right. Let's bring up the first fellow. I use that term loosely. that's down in the basement. Let's see here. Well, why don't we start this off with a copyright strike? We won't do it right here. What's up, Sty?
Ain't that the truth? I guarantee you that is the truth.
Sty regrets the time he said that in his life. But I'm not completely at fault.
You know, and I always say, just be truthful. Just tell the truth. Be honest about things,
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm good with that intro. and I bet you they take your 40 cents you're going to make on your stream away from you for that, eh?
Yep. That is one that does get the little copyright thing, and I have to go in and later and hit the mute thing, and it takes it 12 hours before it actually mutes it and monetized again. But
yeah,
whatever.
I know. That 40 to 50 cents, man, that can make or break your channel.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. You know, and the 3 to 5 cents I get once a month from the few views I'll get from this after that, man.
Oh yeah. I got a couple of videos up that are that way. They make maybe 3 to 10 cents if they're lucky in a month. Yeah, and I'm good with it.
Yeah, I was looking at one of your videos the other day. It's one of your ones that it was a two-parter. You're doing something with the beads and the compass, and you're sitting in that chair that you broke.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I was doing. I don't know if it came up as a suggested video or something for me or what. I sat there and watched that for a little bit, and you were going through the whole beads and pasting stuff off and everything else. Yeah. And I found that quite interesting. I went to part 2 and just I got busy doing other things. I let it run a little bit. And it was like, all right, well, the two-parters, I don't know.
Well, you fellas that served, if anybody served in the Rangers, they should have had a crash course in Ranger beads while they were in the service.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't have to worry about.
For navigation purposes. That's just a small piece of their navigation training, but that they've been training that since World War I.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I read a lot of the comments down there about people that nobody seemed to challenge you on anything you said.
No.
Now, maybe if I dug deeper, but most of the comments I saw were people that had done that, knew exactly what you're talking about, and it brought back memories, and you were spot on.
That video, the first part, I don't even know what the views are on it now, but it's up there, about 5,000 views on that one. And the second half, there's only half that many. And it's because, and I got comments, I heard enough in the first half, I'm with you all the way, blah, blah, blah. The worst comments I got was guys saying, it's kind of embarrassing, but yeah, I used to think Ranger beads were the cat's ass, but I never ever used them. And they're saying, we don't like you kind of putting down their usefulness and this and that. And I said, and I just responded to them I'm not putting down their usefulness. I'm just saying, don't trust them. They're not GPS. You get your ass lost using them. But I love that. I love doing that video. And that's when I had my wilderness camp, and we were up and fully running, and I had actually just done a session on navigation with clients, and I was sitting outside my base camp tent, and I did that video. It was a whim, it's something I just trained some clients a couple days ago. I'm going to do that one. What the hell,
We've got a young lady down in the basement. Let me bring her up.
Oh.
Nope, that's not her. I'm sorry.
Bring them both up. Bring them both up.
Anna, Elsa, Christoph, Sven, Samantha. I don't even know it's Samantha.
Oh,
Howdy.
there. I think I know that, Samantha. I think I know that one. Yeah, that's a
What's up,
Samantha.
Sam? How are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Oh,
Pretty good.
just sitting around on a Friday night wondering what the hell to do, and
Yeah, I'm taking
know,
a break.
I just don't go to the TV that much anymore, and it seems like if I go to something on Netflix, I wind up on some freaking 10-episode series that are 35 to 45 minutes long, and then I wind up doing all this binge watching and stuff. I was like, I don't think I want to do that this tonight, but there you go. There's stupid content. I appreciate that, man. Someone want to take care of that for me? Idiot. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's fine. He made a comment on one of my other videos too. Don't really care. So
it's
Yeah, I'm sitting there trying to beat
not much
Sam.
you can do.
I'm trying to beat Sam.
it don't matter. It don't
No,
matter.
I'm doing things right on top. Oh no, I didn't mean that. I'm not gonna go there, Sam. I'm not gonna say that.
What's
I'm
up,
doing
Bruce?
things right on
Everybody
top
gets
of
them.
Sam.
Mike's Outdoor Adventure. I love her intro. Which one? The first one I almost did, or the one?
Either intro is great. Yeah. I'll tell you what though, her actual intro that fits so well. I mean, it's so good. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So I got to go in early tomorrow. I had one of them.
That's right. You got that sale.
Yep. They're going to come in about 11 o'clock. But if I got to get that car cleaned up, I got to get the paperwork ready and everything else. Yeah, I got to get my butt in there early. Look who's in here. Sexy Matt. What's up, Sexy Matt?
What's up,
How you
Matt,
doing,
buddy?
man? Oh, we're going to have fun tonight, aren't we? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, are we?
That's what it looks like we're doing.
Oh, be careful.
That looks like what we're doing tonight. What's up, Maglot? How you doing?
Boy, you're right on top of it, Samantha. Boy,
well, people get bored, obviously, and this is how they have their fun and whatever.
I feel like I got Crazy Ann on the panel with me. Every time I click, taken care of by another moderator.
Good to see you, Matt. Hey,
what's
Ariel.
up, Ariel? How are you?
Hey, Ariel.
Good to see you, lady.
Oh, Lordy.
So yeah, that'll keep me busy for the most part tomorrow there at work. So it's always nice. It's always nice to go into work knowing that you got my business, especially knowing you got work. I mean, some people go into work and they don't care if they're busy or not because they're getting paid by the hour or whatever. But when everything you do, you get paid. You get paid by what you do by work. Even like my guys, I got guys in the back that clean the cars.
Yeah,
they get paid per car that they clean.
I did that. I was a detailer for a Chevy dealer back in the 70s.
Yep.
And I got paid by vehicle, And so I was on the showroom floor when there weren't any customers around, hounding the salesman. Would you sell some cars, man? I'm tired of coming to work every morning and finding out you guys didn't sell anything yesterday afternoon after I left. Come on.
Well, the thing is at our dealership, if you're a good detailer, you can get it done quicker.
That's it.
Than the time so they get paid. Like I always write on the thing. I give the guy, I think it's 2.3 hours is what I give the guy.
You could pound a car out in an hour if you're good.
You could choose a 1.3 or you could choose a 2.3. The 1.3 is kind of what they should be doing anyways. Right, I always give the guy the 2.3. It costs me an extra $10 out of my commission, which I really don't give a crap about.
Yeah,
but it keeps the guy happy.
I was lucky at our dealership. They I was pounding cars out in about an hour and a quarter, right around there. And they were finding that, if I didn't have 6 cars a day to detail, I was standing around thumb up my butt, and I wasn't making any money. And so they said, hey, how about we get you certified in doing on used vehicles, doing service prep work. So I did oil changes and basic inspections on used vehicles that come through. And so I was able to do oil changes, and they'd pay me by the hour when I was doing that stuff. And then they pay me per car on the detailing. So I was actually doing pretty good at that Chevy dealership.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, our guy, he mostly sticks with the new cars. Now he can do the demos, and he can do like the Toyotas or Volkswagens from next door. But he pretty much leaves those for the other guys. There's other guys there. Some of them are hourly. Some of them are like him. You know, he gets paid. But he sticks with the new Chevys. They mostly fight over the Volkswagens and Toyotas, because Toyota and Volkswagen doesn't sell as many Chevys as we do.
Yeah, yeah.
So
see, and that was me too. It was all new or near new that I detailed. All of the typical rollover used stock. They had 2 other guys working that stuff. I didn't mess with that.
I mean, a used car takes forever, man. You got in many cases you got to shampoo the rugs, you got to do the floor mats, you got to steam clean the engine. There's a lot to cleaning a used car,
especially when you find a 6-month-old McDonald's chocolate shake under the back seat. You know, yeah. Oh, I did a few used cars when I first started there, and I asked the VP for the dealer, what do I have to do to get out of this?
Yeah. And that's just the inside. You know, a lot of these cars on the outside, you know, you're going through and you're trying to wheel out some scratches and make it look better, and you're doing different things to try to make it so. I had a girl though, man, back when I used to sell Toyotas, man. She had an incident where, you know, they had to let her go, but she took pride in her work. I mean, a lot of people say they take pride in their work. She was the only one back there, and she would take a black car especially, and she would make that thing look like new. She would work on that thing, and she was efficient with her time too. So it wasn't just like, you know, she spent all day on something. And you could turn around and take that used car, and you could turn around, especially a black one, turn around and sell it in just a few days, because she would do such a great job.
And I'll tell you, I know what she was going through, because black is a bitch. Oh, black
is. You got to be a magician with a wheel on a black car.
I mean, if a spider dropped one little string of silk on it, it's going to stand right the hell out. I mean, everything on black is a bitch. Yeah. But if you can get a black to come out looking like glass, man, the salesmen are just tickled pink with your ass. They're just like, oh, I'll move that car in days, just a couple days. Yeah.
And always look good. You know, it's funny. There's a little story to this. So the girl actually worked for a company that we used to pay that would come in and clean all of our cars for us. Oh. And what it boiled down to is they kept rotating people through, is that she was the only good one that they had. And so finally we got rid of that company, and we hired her away from them.
Oh, good.
Because the only work that we got that was good from them was the work that she did. You know? So we hired her away, and she was doing all the work. Well, one of these idiots that we worked with, and the guy was an idiot. We were cleaning up from Christmas, took the tree down, and, you know, we give him the tree stand and says, hey, you know, go take care of this. So this idiot takes this tree stand, big old heavy tree stand, because there's a big tree in the showroom, and he sticks it on top of this metal filing, like wall locker cabinet with the 2 big metal doors. Well, on top of there is where she grabs her paper mats from.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So she grabs her paper mat like she always does. She's a short gal. She really couldn't see. She didn't see what he had stuck up there. And of course, it hits her in the head.
Oh, no.
Almost knocks her out cold. She doesn't want to go to the hospital. They insist that she could be on, because we're a company-owned store. They insist that she go to, you know, outpatient or whatever you want to call it, just to get checked out and everything. They go through there, and they're doing all the. Well, one of the things that they do, because you're part of a corporation, is they drug tested her.
Oh no. Oh
she,
no.
She smoked marijuana on her time off of work. Didn't never affected her job. Never did it during work, as far as I knew, or anything else.
Right. But
it
tested
got her
positive.
fired. It got her fired. And then I would see her after that, and it was like something was never right with her again. She never held a job again. Matter of fact, her son worked with us.
Oh,
her son worked with us for years. And I'd always ask him, and he's like, yeah, it's just nothing's been the same since that. You know, she's not sure if it was the hit in the head, but you know, she got really down, really depressed.
Yeah.
And she was never right again. And she was such a wonderful lady. Such a wonderful lady. What's up, Joe W? Joey.
Hey, Joey and me, lady. I didn't shout you out, but hi.
Miss those Joeys from Crazy Ann.
Joey.
Hey, Tim. Yeah.
What's up,
Tim?
How you doing, man?
I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
She messaged me yesterday. She told me not to tell anybody, but she messaged me yesterday.
Hey, Mike.
So. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? She's just going through some things. You know how it's been with her. So.
Yeah, I tried to check in. I just wanted to make sure she was all alive. Good to know.
She's alive.
Yeah.
She's alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Make
That's
sure
all I
she's
care about.
still breathing. Yeah.
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 What's up, Saucy Shane?
Hey,
Yeah,
Shane.
I think it was Sty's live last night that she messaged me during.
Oh, during that stream, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, well, don't tell anybody I'm messaging, blah, 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 blah. You know, they'll be mad at me. And I'm like, no one's going to be mad, but I will, you know, other people want to be messaged too. And it's like, you know.
Oh, for me to try to be mad at Ann, that's too much effort. Yeah. Yeah, it'd take way too much effort for me to be mad at Ann.
Yeah.
Like trying to hate a puppy. That's just
that. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I think she knows we all love her. She's just she's going through her own personal stuff, and she didn't get real specific, but you know, she just down. You know, she gets down in the dumps.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just this time it's just taking her longer to get through it.
Yep.
So
she just needs her time. Yeah.
Yep. So what's up, Colin? Oh, she got her ear stuff in. What's up, bud?
She goes, hi. Tired.
Oh, come on. He can't be tired. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I was going to say it's 5 o'clock. He tired. I'm tired too.
Sexy Matt, are you leaving and going down to Florida? Yeah.
Wow. Permanently.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, everybody's leaving these northern states. They're leaving these states that have screwed up everything and have all these restrictions and everything else, and going to these states that, as restrictive as our state, you would think we wouldn't have this big uptick on COVID.
Yeah,
we are right now.
In Wisconsin, and in Wisconsin, our numbers are still dropping.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yesterday.
I don't understand it. I don't understand. I don't know.
And realistically, I say all the restrictions.
Hey, Roman.
We really don't have a lot of restrictions.
I'm gonna cut off my eyelashes.
I'm heading to Alaska. Yeah, no, you're not. You can't store all your stuff on the frozen tundra outside there, e-waste.
Yeah. Mike, on your way up there, wave at Sam as she drives by heading down here to my place. Yeah. That'll piss him off.
Still down here in a drawer, Raven. I actually just saw it today. Today I went looking for. Today I was going to do a video and I was going to set up a couple of GoPros. So I got up this morning and I knew right where my GoPros were. Both of them were right where they're supposed to be because I just remodeled this room and I just kind of put things in places and I couldn't find those damn cords to charge those GoPros to save my life.
Oh, really?
Could not, and it's not a cord that anything else takes.
Right.
Now, I did find out it is the same cord now as an Android 9S.
Oh yeah, the S. Yeah, the S USB.
It is the same cord as Android 9S. But so I'm looking all over. Oh, great! I found the cords. They were in my bedroom. 2 identical cords. I bring them down here. I go to stick it to my iPhone and to my GoPro, and it's not fitting. And I'm looking, and I'm like, that don't fit. I got 2 identical cords. How many things do I have 2 identical cords for? What's up, Killer Creations? And I'm thinking, this has got to fit. I'm like, no, that just, square peg, round hole. It's not doing it. I'm like, that's weird. So I go back on the hunt. I'm looking around. I went back up to my bedroom and looked around up there. All the little things that used to be in this room that are out here, the dressers. I start really scrounging through all that, and I'm not finding it anywhere. So I go back behind my workstation here, and hanging from one of my cords is one of my GoPro cords. So I get that thing plugged in back here. I got it plugged in and got my GoPro all good and charged up. So my son and daughter got home. I'm talking to them because I'm missing my other GoPro box, just the box that came in, no big deal. And they're helping me look and whatnot. And we're talking about it. And my boys are down here in my room with me. And my son was talking about what kind of cord would go in there. And I'm like, well, it's not this and it's not this. And my boy, who has an Android, takes that cord and plugs it about his Android. He says, oh, it takes the same one as my Android. I'm like, well, did you steal my cord? He's like, I don't have your cord. I got the same cord I've always got. So, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So my wife comes home and, we're upstairs talking. I was like, hey, I says, do you have my GoPro cord? She's like, no. I said, it's a short one. It's only about this long. I says, because it fits your Android. She's like, no, I got the cord I've always had. I'm like, all right. She's like, well, if you want, you can go out and check in the car. There's one out in the car that I always use. So I go out and check in the car. What's engraved on the little thing? GoPro.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll just buy a new one and take it. Oh, I don't want a big old long one. This little bitty short one for the GoPro is fine. So I guess now I could have a GoPro charger. It's going to have to be a long one made for an Android 9S or whatever it is. So
yeah, Phil, I got myself a GoPro battery charger that's got 4 slots in it. I got one that's a dual slot, and I can charge 6 batteries at a time.
Holy crap.
And I got myself a dual C USB cable that's probably maybe a foot and a half long. So it's got 2 C ends on it and the USB on the other, USB 3.0 on the other end. I plug that sucker in. I plug both chargers in. I can drop up to 6 GoPro batteries in it.
Wow.
Not even think about it. Just watch for when the lights turn green,
Well, I was surprised. The one was completely dead. So that was the one I plugged in. I got that thing charged, and it said 100%. I pulled the charger out of that, went to the other one, turned it on just to see where the battery life was on that. It said 100%.
Yeah.
And I haven't had that thing on for 4 or 5 months.
Uh-huh.
And it was still saying it was at 100%.
I've got a battery in my GoPro over here I put that battery in October, and it's at 97%.
Yeah, I was surprised. So, no, I got a video coming up. I got to get this thing done. It's one of these. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, but it's one I've been wanting to do, and I want a couple different angles. So,
there you go. I can't wait to get out to camp. I got a new toy coming Monday. Oh,
you do?
I love that. It's a transmitter that all I do is I plug it in to my computer, and what it does is it transmits my Bluetooth signal out 300 feet. So I can put my Bluetooth wireless earbuds in, and I can go up to 300 feet away from my computer and still hear whatever's going on the computer. Am I just doing backflips, because I can do that now with my transmitter for the audio for the mic, but I can't get more than maybe 20 feet from my computer with my Bluetooth headset. But with this booster, I can get up to 300 feet away from my computer. So that's going to be a blast out at camp. I can set up cameras all over camp and walk around, just look at a camera and talk to it. Everything will doing lives. Oh my gosh, yeah. I can get up, walk away, and still stay in the camera and hear what people are saying. No more pulling earbuds saying, hey, I'll be right back. Got to get a cup of coffee. Oh, hell no. I keep talking and hearing. Yeah, I'm going to love that shit.
You know, one of these days I really got to get me some lights.
Yeah.
Well, I try to make do with this one light that I saw at the store. It had Bluetooth and everything else, but it's not designed for a studio. It's a little harsh. It kind of makes me even whiter than I am.
I'll tell you, Phil, a word of advice. If you can get flat panel LEDs that are adjustable so you can soften or brighten the lights on it, get those. Don't get regular studio lights like I have, you know.
No.
They're the poles with the big umbrella and the lights. Don't get them things. They're in the frickin' way. You'll be tripping over the damn things, and they're just inconvenient. You know, you see me, I'm constantly reaching up, and that's to adjust the lights. Those flat, I tried a set just to do a video a while back that I borrowed from somebody, and those things are so sweet. You can adjust the amount of light right till you're going, oh, that's perfect, you know, and they don't take up a lot of space.
Again, I want to have something that's going to look good. I mean, I realize that my one light coming down from here, I see myself on here with one side of my face lit up. With this thing over here, I tilt it this way. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying to do it without spending that money for the studio lights and then having more shit in the room.
Yeah,
no?
That's why I'm saying if you go with those panels aren't very big. A lot of them are less than 1 foot square.
Yeah,
and you get 2 little poles to hold them up. You can get the desk mounts, you know, where you set the poles on your desk or whatever, and they don't take up hardly any space. But yet you can adjust them so you have no shadows on your face on either side. And well, I'm a little nervous though, because then we'll really see you, you know.
Yeah, that might be scary.
Yeah.
That sounds like what Joe's got. He's got
Joe. Yeah, Joe's got them. Joe's got them. That's right. Joe's got them. Yeah. That's it. Those thin LEDs are awesome. You can control the brightness and the warmth, you know. You can make it look like you're up in natural sunlight, you know. And yeah.
They got to cost a pretty penny though, too.
Well, now you can get a set pretty reasonably. I'd have to pull them up and look at them. Maybe I'll send you a couple links and
all right.
Because I was thinking getting a set. I might have to go ahead and get a set for out of camp. I don't know, because I'm not hauling these big suckers out.
Well, I can't imagine you would, right?
No.
But at camp you could almost have bad lighting because you're at camp.
Well, see, most of the time for me out at camp, it'll be natural lighting, so that's good. If you can film in actual natural sunlight, that's a lot. That's the best studio lighting you can get.
Yeah.
But if it's a rainy, nasty day, if I'm filming from inside the trailer, you know, doing a stream or something, it'll be dark and dingy in there. And so I'm thinking if I've got one big LED would be a ceiling mount, and I'm afraid that thing's going to be too bright. But no, bee lady, I use regular studio lamps. Hell, I'll show you one. Oh, because of the blue screen, it's fucking up. But
yeah, you can see.
Yeah, it looks like you got a skylight.
Yeah, those, and those are the kinds that they use, like
in a photo studio.
Yeah, they use those when they come into our dealership to do commercials.
Right. Yeah. They're actual studio lights. You know, photographers use them for, you know, when they're snapping pictures of those models that they
check that out then, Joe, because $100 is nothing. I mean, it's something.
Yeah. I looked at a set today with the stands and remote control and a ton of other features, and they were $149 for the set. And I thought, yeah, that's a little steep, but hell, I'll probably never have to buy another set ever again.
Right.
And because this set, these studio lights, they were like about $120 for the set. Running Water bought a set, and that damn set came with every kind of background you could imagine: blue, green, yellow, purple, gray, white, and the backdrop stand and 2 studio lights and all kinds of extra shit. And I was a little pissed. He paid $140 for the whole studio. I mean, there's everything you need for a studio except the damn desk.
Huh.
I was, that turd.
Thank you, Joe. Joe just sent me a
link for it.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, cool.
That's Amazon, so that makes it easy. Oh. Yeah, this is the second go around with the curls there, Roman, because she went curly and then it went back straight. And it's curly again. She's using those 1980s foam rollers in her hair to get those curls.
Well, these ones I use rods and they're bigger.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I got 2 different kinds. It's fun,
okay.
man. Why not change it up, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Not permanent.
Unfortunately, as guys, we can't do that. I mean, Si could braid his beard.
Yeah.
But only if I have Sam and Ann helping me and coaching me. It takes about 45 minutes.
Yeah, for us guys, it's just a matter of changing the hat. I can be
Jim
Bob. You know, I can be me. I can be, I don't know what this is, but
I used to have my hair that short. I have my hair
has nothing to do with that. I go all military and have it all down like.
Oh, did you have it short?
Yeah, Sam? It was shaved on the sides and like this long on the top.
Oh yeah.
At one time.
Oh yeah.
And grew it all out, but
oh yeah.
You pictures with your side of your head shaved.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Really see, you can do it. Yeah.
My mom wanted to knock me out. She was pissed.
Oh. but that's kind of why you would do it sometimes.
Yep.
Oh, this will piss my mom off. Yeah.
No.
Don't.
I remember my middle daughter when she colored her hair for the first time. I think she was still in high school. I think it was like her senior year. I practically cried. She had like a dirty blonde hair color, and she went dark. And I get, at that stage of my life, this is, 10 years or so ago now, it just made me feel like, a young lady that should be secure isn't secure. I guess that's part of what made me feel bad. It wasn't that it looked bad. It was just, it didn't look initially. The initial shock just caught me off guard.
Yeah, it makes emotionally you wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
At my oldest daughter, she was a beauty when she was a teenage girl, and she was always well kept, and looked so good. I come home from work one night, and she's sitting in the living room, and I got a look at her, and I'm going, "What the hell?" All of a sudden, she's got pitch black hair, all the black makeup, and she went goth on us literally overnight. Okay. And I go, holy shit, now it's hot in here. And I turned the big fan on in the living room, and she yelled, "No, Dad!" And that fan hit her and blew her hair over to the other side, right over the top of her whole side of her head, shaved, just buzzed down to just barely any fuzz, whole side of her head shaved off, and she had the hair over the shaved side. And I must have stood there 10 minutes. I didn't have nothing to say, just going through my head. Somebody swapped kids here.
Yeah. Well, parents, kids think, they're just being, they're being weird. Parents are being weird. No, we wonder, what we've done wrong. At least I did. I thought, well, all right, what have I done wrong that I haven't giving this girl, where she feels more confident, where she feels like she can just be who she is, and that is who
Exactly.
she is. That's the kind of things that, at least for me as a guy, now of course, girls, they I think a lot of them can't wait till they can get to a point where they can color their hair.
Yeah.
Just want to change it up sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what really threw me off is I finally asked her, I said, why in the hell did you do that? Why did you do that to yourself? She said, because you always told me to be me. Oh, shit. It's my fault now because she's telling me, well, you always told me to just be me. And she says, I wanted to try it. And it only lasted about maybe 4 or 5 months, and she was over that, and basically went back to her old self. But boy, during that period of time, I kept saying, damn, I got to watch what I say to these kids. I'm telling them, be independent. And if it's something you want to try it, just don't hurt yourself. Don't do anything illegal.
Right.
And oh yeah, she went wild. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. I was in Myers a couple of days ago, and I don't know where. Oh, I had to go back in because wife on Sunday sent me back to go get stovetop stuffing. And I'd already been in there. And I had 2 instances going in there, but we'll only talk about the second one. And these 2 girls are walking towards me, and the only thing I see them both. I mean, they're both decked out in all sorts of weird clothing, multiple piercings, weird funky clothes on. They both got like a Gilligan's hat on. And this one girl, from her skirt, she's got a tail that goes down to the ground and curves up at the end so that it doesn't drag on the ground. Now, I said this was 2 days ago, not Halloween.
Right.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I do my best not to stare. But when they couldn't see me, I had to look. I had to get a full scope of everything that was going on. And just, and again, I can't help but being, because I'm old fashioned, right? That what has gone on, that this is what these young ladies how they have to dress in order to feel good. Because to me, I guess I'm old fashioned. Okay. To me, to have people stare at you or to have people look at you in a way that is not positive, you can have some people look at you positively, some other young people that like to do, but for the majority of people that are going to look at you in a negative way, why would you do that? I mean,
some people just like to express themselves in different ways, and they just like to have fun with it, and be different. And I respect that. So.
Yeah. And that's it, is when I see somebody that's all weirded out with what they're wearing or the way they did their makeup or whatever, or they got weird. I rode the city bus in Minneapolis down to St. Paul, Minnesota. And I had this guy that was in front of me, and he had the wickedest spikes you ever seen. His hair all done in spikes. And he turned and he saw me just checking him out. And he goes, "You got a problem?" I said, "Only if you take one of my eyes out with your hair." And he kind of grinned and he goes, "So you don't like my hair?" I said, "No, I didn't say that." I said, you're so freaky looking. You're interesting. I said, I get a kick out of it. I said, and we ended up having a good conversation. Find out that guy runs a daycare center.
What?
Yes. And he pulls his wallet out and he shows me his license and he says, "See that picture? That's what I look like on Monday morning." All the way till Friday afternoon. Then this is what I look like the rest of the weekend. How could I argue that? He wants to, hey, Roman.
But you know those people that have their kids in the daycare center, if they saw him and recognized him on the weekends.
Well, I don't think they would have recognized him, because when I looked at his driver's license, it was tough to tell it was him.
But you know how people are. This is a person watching my kids. People right or wrong,
Hey,
people do judge people by their appearance.
I know a guy that I saw him at probably 24 different tattoo conventions. He's got a snapping turtle tattooed on his head, right? His bald head. He's got this snapping turtle.
Okay.
And his whole damn head. But at the base of his neck, the tail of that snapping turtle comes down the base of his neck, right? And I told him, I said, holy shit, I hope you work for a tattoo parlor. And he said, oh, no. He says, I'm an elementary teacher. And I said, how can you be an elementary teacher? He says, hey, during my months off, I shave my head. I go to tattoo conventions. During the school year, I grow my hair out. And it was the same thing. He showed me a picture. Well, actually 3 pictures of his profile. And all you can see when he's got his full head of hair is the tail of that stinking turtle at the back of his neck. You can just barely see that tail coming down. Otherwise, the whole turtle's hid underneath his hair. He says, unless I go naturally bald someday, I'm covered. He says, I can work wherever I want. I said, well, what do people think when they see the turtle? He said, actually, the parents of his students, they think it's kind of funny, because he's a good teacher. He's good at his job. And what, he wants a turtle on. I said, the only thing I see with the turtle that's dumb, you don't dare go swimming up here in Wisconsin.
There you go.
Somebody sees that head coming through the water, they're going to shoot it. Yeah.
Let me thank Roman for the super chat the only way I know how. There we go.
Huh.
Thank you, Roman.
You know what I just noticed with that clip?
I don't know. What did you notice?
I seen her looking over her shoulder this time. I never realized that.
Yeah.
Well, when she was shaking her fanny?
I all of a sudden I realized she's looking over her shoulder, watching us watch her. Yeah, that's cool.
She wants to make sure you're looking.
Yeah.
That's not the time to look away.
No.
So how you doing, Roman?
Oh, pretty good. It's been a long week. Now, we had a buddy, our network engineer quit. He moved on to greener pastures, he hopes. So now there's 2 of us doing what we need 4 or 5 people to do. So, I'm getting to learn new skills.
There you go.
Hey, Texas Hotspot.
Hey, Texas Hotspot.
Yeah, you never know when those extra skills are going to come in handy, do you? What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? Yeah, we always got to be learning, right? We always got to be willing to learn or know or something a little bit more, because you never know when that's going to come in handy, and it's going to really help you out at some point,
Yeah.
So, don't. There you go. He pressed the wrong button. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Goot.
Goot.
Camel foul.
Yeah, I was busy earlier today. I saw Zach getting ready to do some kind of challenge on Facebook earlier today. I was like, damn it. I was in the middle of doing something. I was like, I was going to leave it running. I was like, nope, I got to turn the phone off. But he's been hitting it hard lately. So there he is. Push the wrong button, didn't you?
No, I didn't actually. It just kicked me off. So, yeah, but it doesn't hurt to pad the resume.
Yeah, no. And you're still, young enough too, where, that's the only thing I worry about now at my age. I'll be 53 here next month, is, uprooting from a dealership and going to another dealership. I mean, for the most part, I like where I work. There's things about where I work that I don't care for. And of course, it's just like anything else. Your mood comes and goes. Your mood's great when you're selling 20 plus cars a month. But when things are slow and you're analyzing everything that's going on around you with management and other employees and everything else, that's the worst part about my job. Is the best thing you can do for a salesperson is keep them busy selling cars, keep them happy, and keep that going. Because when they aren't, and they're they start looking around at what's going on, it gets them. It's a hard thing to get over. So
yeah, I always say it. If you only got 3-4 years left and you're going to retire, it ain't worth trying to learn something new to do for a career or anything like that. But otherwise, it's never too late. I was 47 years old when I got my accounting degree, and I did my 1-year internship. A year later, I was a CPA, and my salary went from 40 grand a year to 105 grand a year.
That's quite the increase.
Just by taking the risk and going back to college and finishing up my degree so I could become a CPA, and it was worth it. And everybody kept saying, "Oh, you should see all the kids in that college. Who's that old fart, 47-year-old guy? Get out of the way."
Well, even me, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I took some college courses when I first got out, and I was 22. And most people that were taking those college courses were 18, 19. Yeah. Yeah. I was the older guy even there, but
I had all them young kids in our courses. They'd see me in the common room or out in the cafeteria. They, hey, help us out with this and this and I'm going, hey, I'm going to the same class as you are. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm just here for the hell of it. I got to learn this stuff too, guys. They weren't getting it that, I'm going to school also. Not, I'm not some ghost professor that's here for you to tap into. Yeah.
What do we one more time in there, Blake?
Hey, your trivia, being I had to watch it after the fact, I was telling Running Water, damn it, I was pissed off. I could have walked out of there with all 5 T-shirts, man. There was only 3 of your questions I couldn't answer. Only 3 out of all the questions you read off. I could only not answer 3 of them. I had them all. I'm just like, son of a bitch, I could have had a whole wardrobe despite I would have been cutting sleeves off of them and shit. Yeah, oh God, I would have had fun with all them T-shirts.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Zach. You people that are members, that stay members, you don't know how much, that's appreciated. And anybody who's got memberships, it's tough seeing someone leave your memberships for whatever reason.
Yeah,
it's tough seeing someone leave your member, even if they're having financial hardships. Even this, that. It's tough to see someone leave your memberships. It really is, you almost feel like, had I been doing this, I've been doing more of this and more of this.
Yeah.
Even me, I feel like I should be doing a lot more of these spicy challenges a lot more often. And I will be doing more stuff once I got freaking peppers here.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest problem I have right now. I can just eat this hot chocolate stuff here, these hot things, but nobody really gets the same effect as if I'm eating a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, when you got
or that or the other. And when I'm eating those, I really feel like I'm up here challenging myself.
Last season when you had that box of assorted peppers, and you were doing those, man, I never wanted to miss one. I wanted to see what's he going to pick out of there tonight,
Yeah. Again, you never know which one, because some of those things have weird names. You got no clue based on what the freaking name is.
Right.
What it's going to do. Killer Creations, if you go down there where it says join, it's the cheapest one is $3.99 a month. So for most people, less than the price of a super chat, one a month. It's and it automatically comes out of your account. And you're then part of the intro. You then get to use all of the emojis that you see people use on here from time to time. We got a lot of cool emojis. I don't know.
And I know Phil is guilty of this also, because I'm very guilty of it. I'll have a member that their payment didn't renew, and I leave them up there for the following almost a full month, because sometimes Google won't automatically charge for some reason, and they'll realize it, and they'll go in and they re-up. They go, oh my gosh, it didn't charge me this month, so they go in and re-up. So I just leave them on that intro for 2 to 4 weeks, because I'm like, Phil, you hate to see anybody go. It's not the money. It's like, it's not the money. It's like, oh no, my kid's moving out of the house. That's you feel that way. It's like they're the special group, and one of them leaves. It's like, oh no, hate to see him go.
I appreciate it, Killer Creations. I mean, again, to me, it's just like subscribers. The number of subscribers, the number of people that show up for a live stream, all of those things. All those things matter to us guys. When you what I mean, I don't know.
And the thing is for Phil, he's had a lot of overhead costs that he would have never been able to cover if it wasn't for memberships and the super chats that he gets. And so it's his supporters that give him the content. They help him with his content. And I'm in the same boat. Everything I got for this summer, I would say close to 70% of it all came from members and super chats. Their investment in the channel, it helps us a lot.
Yeah. Well, again, I like doing those things. From the torture of that stuff to even the hot stuff. I think tomorrow I'm going to finally do the Chili Cherry Nightmare. I don't know why. Why that stupid Chili Cherry Nightmare has got something going on with my brain. But even like last week, for some reason, I started feeling queasy at work, and I'm thinking, maybe I won't go back to work, go home on Saturday and do that, because I don't want to go on there. But I think all of it is just I've got to get beyond that whole. I know once I'm doing it, I'm fine.
Right.
It's a lot of that pre-game jitters type thing, I guess. Like athletes get I think is what I get a lot of times, because I think at the end of the day, which I noticed a lot of people saying that a lot now, that Roman has pointed it out to me.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day. What's up, Loki?
I'm trying. Hey, Loki. I'm trying to recall which one it was. It was one of your latest ones. We were chatting beforehand, well, even during the week before you did it, and you had yourself so hyped up, and the anxiety was right to the end. You're just like, oh, no. And once you got going, once you started and you start going, it's like all that shit went right out the window. You were just concentrating on the challenge. And
I know.
And I think we're our own worst enemies when we try to do things that are kind of extreme.
Harry,
buttermilk balut. Yeah.
Hey, you kiss my ass, Harry. The balut won't be happening again. And B Lady asks, what is a Chili Cherry Nightmare? Chili Cherry Nightmare is a half-pound candy bar, like the Moab. But it's cherry, dark chocolate, or it can be white chocolate with cherry bits in it. And it's got the powder of 17 Carolina Reapers in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, so it's as far as the spicy chocolate bar challenges go, it's the one just before Nemesis. Nemesis is still the hottest one. I see, what was it? Some dude, I'm trying to think, Hafiz or something. He's out in across the pond. He did 3 Nemesis today and 2 squares of Nemesis.
Ouch.
Yeah, he killed it. So that is nothing to play with, that Nemesis. And I've got one back here, and at some point I'm going to do that. But I think if I'm going to do my Nemesis, I think I want to be a good way into my pepper season and have my tolerance back up, because my tolerance right now is for shit. My tolerance right now is, and I can handle the heat. It's just the extremely hot right now is kind of probably affecting me more so than normal. So,
yeah. That tincture that last tincture you did.
Oh yeah, that hurt.
Shit. Oh, that I could tell it hurt, boy. It's ouch. Oh.
Yeah, that was no fun. And then of course that starts, playing around down in your stomach. And now it's funny because I just feel uncomfortable. There's no real sharp pains like when I wind up off of the chair and things like that. But when you have those pains, you're always wondering, is it going to go to the next level? Should I stop this and start doing this or whatever? And you start wondering, so.
Yeah. Gosh. Ouch.
Yeah, see, Joe knows that. People, a lot of people know what's going on with it. Yeah, that was funny because Chili Cherry Nightmare came out, and the Nemesis was out within a month after the Chili Cherry Nightmare. That was one of those things with Roger is he was already thinking along those lines. I think when the Chili Cherry Nightmare came out, the Chili Cherry Nightmare is hot. Don't get me wrong; it was the hottest thing out there at the time. It's just that Nemesis is almost double.
Yeah.
Peanut Head, Phil, what the fuck?
Good night, Peanut Head.
That is correct.
It's not correct.
No.
No,
it's not correct.
No.
Oh.
What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
That's right.
What?
Oh, Killer Creations. I'll give you a little bit of my background story. We'll have people probably leave, but I've always had like things a little bit spicy. But when I started getting into things like Thai food and stuff, me and a guy that I worked with, it was all about how much hotter we could get our next bunch of Thai food. And we kept getting the Thai food hotter and hotter to the point where neither one of us could really stand it anymore. It was like we had to back down to like the hot or the extra hot in order just to be able to handle it. We went to a vendor one time at one of these hot tub shows where we worked, and they gave us Dave's Insanity for the first time. Now, I don't know what Dave's Insanity this was. It seemed like it was more like a salsa or whatever, but I don't know. And both of us spent like a half hour at the water display trying to get this burn out of our mouth, right? But we bought some. Of course, we started doctoring things up with it at work, pranking people with it at work. And then at my job, we were trying to get a food thief at my job and make them pay the price, because we had someone at my job that was eating other people's food, whether it was pizza, wings, whatever they had left over. We have people steal meals or your lunch out of the damn refrigerator at work. And so we were trying to catch it. We had a pretty good idea who it was, but we were trying to catch this person at work. So we started off with some hot sauce. We didn't go Dave's Insanity right off the bat. Someone went up to the store and bought some sauce and says, "We'll put this on there." So we put that on there, some like leftover pizza. Of course, at the end of the work day, we're closed. No one's done it. So me and another guy I worked with, we'd eat the pizza and we kind of look at each other and like, that's pretty hot, Of course, we got back up to the Dave's Insanity, and Dave's Insanity, 15 years, 20 years later, didn't seem quite as hot as it was when I was younger. So, what's up, Lost Souls? How you doing? So then we started doing little challenges at work. We did the Toe of Satan. We did Burner Bliss. We started doing some stuff at work, and it came to a point, I think, when I started my channel and started ordering peppers, where the guys that were doing stuff with me at work stopped. They're like, you know what? Fuck this. I mean, I had two guys had a I don't know, it was a little a razor pepper, I forget what it's called, little bitty pepper. I had a box of peppers, And one guy thought he needed to go to the hospital. The other guy was up in the bathroom, and the owner called him and said, I need you to come next door because we're firing this guy. You need to be here. And he was cramping up in the bathroom. Well, he had to throw his up so he could go next door. That was about the point that everybody quit on me. And, of course, at that point, I was probably a couple months into my channel, started growing my own peppers. And I think once I grew my own peppers, that really kind of took me to the next level because I'd sit out on my front porch with a pile of Carolina Reapers in front of me, and I could eat, any night I could eat 2 or 3 Reapers. And it was usually right around the 4th or the 5th Reaper where I would have a problem where it might wake me up in the middle of the night. So that was somewhere along there that, my tolerance probably got to its highest. And, of course, started challenging myself. LA Beast did 14 Reapers in a minute. I wanted to see what I could do. I was able to do 7 Reapers in a minute. Of course, these are my Reapers, so they may not have been as big or as hot or anything or stuff I grew here. I did 21 Carolina Reapers in one sitting. So I just kind of, and of course, there's all these different challenges out there. Before there was a League of Fire, if you don't know what a League of Fire is, before the League of Fire, there was all these challenges out there that we were all doing, just trying to one-up each other, just everybody doing this stuff, having a good time with it. Again, when the League of Fire came out, kind of changed things. And lately I've been a little off on the League of Fire, more worried about just, hanging out with you guys and entertaining you guys than worried about League of Fire points.
I had more fun at the beginning when I was spray painting my garage door. And
right?
We were just, fucking around trying a few things. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, all the peppers hurt Roman because Roman only preps his stomach with Bud Light.
Budweiser, come on.
Yep. I'm sorry, Budweiser. He goes full strength. But you gotta, when you're at the top of your game in this thing that we do, you almost got to be doing something hot every single day. And when I say hot, I'm not just talking about having spicy food. I'm actually talking about you have to be having a super hot pepper at least once a day. You have to have that. It's almost like a fear. You have to put that fear at bay that the heat in your mouth is going to be hot. It's going to hurt. Doesn't hurt as much because you're doing it on a regular basis, and it's going to come down and it's going to go away, and you're going to be just fine. I think that's the big thing with a lot of people. It's because most of I heard someone that doesn't have any subscribers talk about it today, and it was like, you know what? The heat receptors is more like pain receptors in your mouth, and it's just, what you can handle. And if you can handle more pain, then you do great at this. If you can't handle pain, then you don't. And again, you also got to have no medical problems too, but
that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just gets to a point where you're like, well, what do I have to prove to myself? And, for me, it was like, once I did, that night I did 4 Reapers and 3 Scorpions. The Scorpions were way worse. But then it got to the point where I was just like, well, what am I trying to prove now? I mean, what do I need to prove to myself? Do I need to go through all this pain? I mean, I enjoy spicy food. I put super hot sauce. I had Adam Splitter in yogurt today, which is ridiculous. But but I love the hot. But do I want to spend 7 hours in cramps, and do I want to let Phil on his kitchen floor,
right?
His wife taking video of him suffering, or I mean anybody else for that matter, leaning over their toilet and puking? Do I really need to do that anymore? I don't know. I just, maybe I'm pussing out. Maybe I'm in a pussy.
Well, no, and I see it as at a point am I having fun anymore? If I'm not having fun doing it anymore, then why do it?
Well, for me, it's almost like, right? So I've got 9 or 10 bags of Rummy Bears back here. I'm never going to be able to do 9 bags of Rummy Bears in one sitting. It's not going to happen.
No.
But do I get up here and try to go for 4? You know, I mean, what, or do I just get up here? You know, I could do points. I could get on, you know, 1 bag of Rummy Bears. I could get on here, do a normal prep, get on here every night and do a bag of Rummy Bears for the next 10 days.
And just rack the points up.
And just rack, and I'd be fine. And I don't think I'd have much of a problem other than the fact that the extra calories that I would have in my body,
right?
Because I would have to have those extra calories in my body to counteract what's going on inside me so I could get some sleep.
Right.
But now that I say that, it almost doesn't sound like a bad idea. The 9 days of Rummy Bears.
Well, that's it. There's your gimmick, you know. There's your gimmick. 9 days of Rummy Bears, day 1, you know.
Right.
As it progresses, you know, I think your audience would build the farther on you went on it, you know.
Yeah.
Because they want to see, are you going to peak and plateau, or are you just going to keep feeling a little more miserable every day to the end, or is it going to get easier? And you know, it would have me interested, that's for sure. Well, 9 days of Rummy Bears, man.
Well, I remember I did Mission 22, and that was 22 days of at least videotaping every day, eating at least 1 super hot pepper a day. And there were days that I did not want to do it.
Right. But you're committed to doing it. So
doing 22, and that was the whole thing. And then maybe that's something I need to do to get myself committed to doing it. So whether I'm got to do it at work, or I got to do it when I first get home, or I got to do it whatever, I don't know. And see, I went to talk about something else, and now I'm feeling like this is where I'm feeling like I can get really ramp myself back into the game by polishing off these 9 bags of Rummy Bears out here.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
No, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Everyone. Yeah.
She's back. I hope your bowel movement went okay.
Oh, jeez.
That's wrong.
That is wrong. That is so wrong.
Caught me scolding the dog.
Sometimes you got to do a pad swap. I understand.
Hey. That's wrong, Roman. It's funny, but it's wrong.
Sorry. You know, I raised girls my whole life. I've obviously lived with girls my whole life, so I know the whole bathroom experience.
Oh yeah.
Lived it, seen things I didn't want to see.
Yeah.
What is it with women that they're not regular?
Oh God. My one partner out at camp was so regular, she put a sign on the shit house that said, "No use allowed between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. daily." No kidding.
Because she was going to wreck it for that 2 hours?
She tried to get my other partner to break up our partnership because I got caught using the outhouse between 8 and 10 in the morning. She says, I told them you stay the hell out of there. It's mine during those 2 hours. I said, anybody that's got to have a 2 hour shit is full of it. I mean,
I play games on my phone while I take a poop, and after about 20, 30 minutes, my legs start to go numb.
Holy Christ, what do you use to wipe your ass? A wood chisel? Everything's got to be all crusty, dried out by the time you go wipe your ass.
No. I will tell you that sometimes when I sit down, I get the initial, and then I want to make. See, I don't want to.
You walked into it. You got it all over your shoes, so keep it on. Yeah.
I don't want to go in there, sit down, go and do some other stuff, and then have to come back, 10, 15 minutes later.
Oh, to finish it up.
So I might do my thing and sit there for a little while after I do my thing and take care of business and
make sure it's all done.
And make sure, because the last thing I want to do is, just have to go. And a lot of times I do, and it's just, it's stupid, but.
Yeah, that's what I did, Bruce. I built a second outhouse, and I put a sign on it that said "Sty only." Yeah.
Oh.
Had that right on the door. Stye only. Yeah. Oh, my shit house.
Yeah, I know
Neighborhood,
Neighborville, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Keep
We're,
that money
I'm
quiet for yourself.
sometimes I'm a little too open with my life and
a
things that go
little
on.
on the personal level
Yeah.
tonight. Yeah.
You guys probably know way too much about me. So.
That's good.
Well, according to the trivia game the other night, we don't know nearly enough.
That was bad. That was bad. Well, I try to run two wheels, and with any show, it's about keeping things moving, right? Whether it's YouTube or anything else, it's just about you don't. If you're running a radio show, dead air is the worst thing in the world, right? Kind of the same thing here. If you're doing YouTube, dead air, not talking, not doing something, not talk about something. That's the worst thing you could have. And I had so much of it that night. And there were other things that night that were affecting it as well. So it was just, trying to run two wheels, trying to, do everything I was doing. And then, of course, my questions, which I thought, for the most part, were pretty easy.
That I got. When you ask those questions, I'm sitting there watching this going, well, and I'm realizing, oh no, I'm watching this after the fact. I can't get on the chat and answer that some bitching question. And then I'm going, come on, people. But then one thing it made me realize, Phil, I've been sitting on your streams for a long fucking time now. And I've watched all your shit. Oh yeah. What was the jackass stunt that you pulled?
Yeah.
Right away. I mean, a retard with a rake in the face. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and people were hesitating, and I was like, wow, well, shit. There's days I'll be doing nothing, and all of a sudden I picture Phil out in the yard watching traffic go by and then trying to step on the rake in between cars. I just,
Well, then that was a funny thing too. Even like Donald Morris got a question, right?
Uh-huh.
His question was, "How many packy chips did I eat in a row?"
Right.
I figured that's like a slam dunk for most anybody who watches my channel. If you want to answer the question in the chat, you can. But I figured that was a slam dunk for anybody who's been watching my channel, especially a guy like Donald Morris, who is here almost every single time.
Yeah.
We guess 14.
Yeah. Oh, it was the same way. It was the same way with the White Lightnings. You no more than ask the question, boom, 40. And I'm going, Jesus Christ, 40. How would you come up with 40 versus 39? 39 will stick in your head. 40, that's just a random even number.
We were going to get the 40.
And I thought, come on, no, one too many, bud, one too many.
And Roman gave me my last 10.
And that's it.
I'd have been doing 29 if it wasn't for Roman.
Right, Roman bought a fourth of your White Lightning, but I loved how Roman took it. He answered a couple wrong, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I had quite a bit to drink that night, I just loved it.
He just sort of did that as a general cue.
I thought, he could,
Well, I was upset about the Carolina Reaper question because I knew you ate 3 that night, and that was what pushed me to do the 7 shortly afterward. But I didn't realize how early it was. When you said it was 2019, I should have known. I knew what happened then. I was thinking about the next time. And then when you were doing the all 22 thing or whatever that was, and I was like, I remembered you did low 20s of the Reapers. So I was like, well, I wouldn't be 22. But that was a baited question.
That's like when you asked about who did the challenge with you, they're a big number YouTube channel, blah, blah, blah. I knew it was Roger right away. But the thing is, I wasn't following you back when you did that. the reason I started following this guy is once I learned about him and stuff, I thought, well, before I actually sub to him and really follow along, I got to see what he's done. So I watched all of his early stuff right up to when I met him. I watched it all, and some of it I went back, watched twice. So I felt like, oh, yeah, shit. I guess not everybody does that shit. I checked his whole channel out.
One of Roger's biggest videos back when he first got started was the Jello Spaghetti-O challenge, because he took something that was just supposed to be, you sitting there eating it as quick as you could, and he turned it into this whole production with Nemesis, and Nemesis being sick and throwing up on him, and this tube that he had that nobody could see, which, of course, all this makeshift vomit that he made up and everything. I mean, he made a whole thing out of it. And at the very beginning of what he did for, I don't know if it was just a couple of months or whatever, that was one of his, his highest number views that he had on something, and I so miss those days. I miss those days. You're almost, to a certain point, you're almost innocent, doing what you were doing back there. It's almost you didn't want to edit nothing. You didn't have to go back and edit anything. You went on here, you turn your phone on, you recorded the video. At the end of the video, it's all you reach your arm out and turn the phone off, and that was your video.
Yeah. There's no intro, no extra. There's just the video.
Yeah.
The problem is marijuana affects the memory.
Trust me, there's a lot of things that, and I get disappointed sometimes when people go back and they remember all these things from like the military and whatnot, and I don't remember everything that I think I should be remembering. I'm thinking, I don't know that I don't think I lost that in alcohol. I wonder where along the lines that I lose that, because when I was sober for a year and a half, I started remembering certain things, but it was like I've got a lot better memory now than I had back when I was drinking every day, and I was drinking, easily 8 beers every single night, 7 nights a week. I mean, that was a given.
Yeah.
And my memory's a lot better now. And again, I always used to think people would say they told me something when they didn't tell me something, just because that's, you don't pay attention anyway. So.
Yeah, that's the problem, is you don't really pay attention. You you hear it, it goes in one ear and out the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when you're drinking. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is very frustrating for other people. Whether it's your kids, your spouse, your parents, whatever. It's very frustrating for people.
Yeah, your personal life definitely gets affected, and even at work. I mean, your work stuff, and the more you get stressed, the more you want to, have a drink after work and that type of thing. So it just compounds itself.
Well, most of the drinking I do anymore now is late at night. And it's a couple. It's just kind of takes the edge off, makes it easier to sleep at night. Just kind of.
And
that's not every night.
Now it's true social drinking.
Right.
Yes, a couple of drinks socially, and that that's it.
Yeah, and again, I wouldn't drink if I wasn't on here, and I don't need to be on here to be drinking, but yeah, I mean,
I look sexier in the mirror before bed if I've had a few drinks.
Oh yeah,
I'm hot after a few drinks.
You are you? What does everybody else think, though?
Who cares?
Who gives a shit about everyone else?
Yeah, who cares?
I think Sty looks all right after a few drinks too. So
I know I got to keep pushing him off all the time. Hey, Jesus, you could have saved that last beer until I left, Roman. Come on, man, calm down.
You need to borrow Sam's curlers.
There you go, curl the beard. There you go.
No way in hell.
Yeah.
It gets wild enough.
Oh, no. Get those foam curlers on that beard, Sam. Sam, you got to talk to Cy about the foam curlers on the beard.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that would work, of course.
Now, if Sam came here, and I'd let her curl it, but otherwise, no, fuck off. I ain't curling my goddamn.
Come on.
That some bitch curly enough. You wait till the humidity this summer. I noticed that in some of my videos from last summer's camps. Some of the camps, my beard just and it's all kinky, curly, and bigger than shit. And then I remember, oh yeah, it was so fucking humid that day, hot and humid. My beard just goes boing. And then when you're washing your beard with soft lake water, the beard just goes wild. It just goes poof. Yeah.
Anybody want a little spider?
Oh yeah, let's have
Spider on a stick. That's
spider
what Metal Music Maniac just sent me.
Yeah. Let's have a spider on a stick. You know. Fuck
You go
that.
to a lot of these Asian countries, you know, they got some crazy stuff going on.
That's it. You know, I would have no trouble eating in those countries because I wouldn't fucking eat in those countries. Yeah, I just wouldn't eat nothing. Nothing. If they said, "Oh no, chicken."
Is Sam flying a
Look
drone?
at. Is she flying a drone?
What
Yeah,
the hell?
Trying to help my son. He got a little
little drone.
it's a sharper image drone, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to help him figure
My
it out.
epilepsy's going off the charts.
Yep.
Yeah.
I-
Sorry.
Going to be flopping on the floor here in a minute. Yep.
Was he read the instructions on how to calibrate it? Does he have to calibrate it by turning it one way and then turning it another? Okay.
You know, they came out with those.
Yeah, good idea.
They came out with those little remote control helicopters, and I got a pair of them buggers, and I had both remotes, and I learned to be able to run all 4 joysticks. And we had a big Victorian home. Our living room, dining room, 12-foot ceilings in there, big ass ceiling fans in each room. And I'd fly them helicopters from one room into the other and back and this and that. I had a blast with those. Those were fun. Well, I was flying one day with both ceiling fans going, and I'd fly up to the ceiling fan and then catch the wake from the ceiling fan, get that chopper going in a circle like a son of a bitch. And I'm doing that, and I'm having a good time. Here comes the wife walking out of the kitchen in the living room, and I turned and looked at her while I'm not paying attention, and that chopper come down, and it went right in her fucking hair.
no.
It was all tangled to beat shit. I mean, so bad she had to cut her hair. I mean, God almighty. No more remote control flying things in the house. Shucks.
Well, I had a hard time. I've got a drone. It's not expensive. It's about $100. I got a drone, and I have the hardest time with that thing. You got to get it outside. You got to turn it a certain way this way, and then turn it a certain way this way. Set it out there, and the problem for me is, I'm sorry, Inferno Candy Company, is I get anxiety when I get that thing up in the air. It's only $100, okay?
Uh-huh.
But I get anxiety when I get that thing up in the air because I'm afraid
you're going to lose $100.
I'm afraid I'm going to turn it the wrong way, or it's going to go in the pool, or it's going to go in the trees, or it's going to go here, it's going to go there. It's really kind of stupid.
Yeah, to get yourself all stressed out.
I get anxiety about a stupid little foolish helicopter, but
a buddy of mine, oh, Sty, you're gonna love this. You know, he was so into RC airplanes, you know. Oh God, I found you an airplane. It's not too expensive, and you can get into the hobby. Not too expensive. $189 for this remote control airplane. He says it's an old one. It's an older one. Well,
I had a $2,700 helicopter.
I took off with my very first remote control airplane. Awesome, and I'm flying away with it. And he's going, where the hell are you going? I go, I don't know, because it ain't doing nothing. I can't, it's not responding. And that's all I saw of it. I never found it. It just kept flying.
That was it.
Son of a bitch just kept going.
Just kept going.
I flew the son of a bitch out of its remote range, and he goes, oh yeah, that's an older plane. All of ours now, they've got if they lose contact, they'll just fly in a fucking circle until they hit a tree or come to the ground. he says they don't just keep going forever. And I said, how far do you think that thing went? He said, with the tank on that one, he says, it's anywhere between the last place you saw it and maybe 6 or 8 miles. I ain't going looking for that thing, 6 or 8 miles. Son of a
right?
I gotta go, you guys. But it's great seeing you. Love you.
Hey,
Have a
see
good
ya.
night, man.
You too.
See you, Roman.
It's great seeing
Roman.
you, Roman.
Yeah, you were right, Phil. I looked at the instructions and I did what it said, and thing went off on my lap and scared the shit out of me.
Well, that was mine. I was reading
That
the
was
instructions about the sticks, but not about what I had to do with the drone. So I take the drone out there and I'd be doing all right, up twice. It's not doing nothing. It's not fucking responding. Getting so pissed off. I got to read all of the instructions, right? Not just I got to read them all. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna jump to page number 42, and I'm flying.
What's up, bitch?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Bitch. You sexy bitch. It's been a while, Joe.
What's up, Whitworth?
Hey, Bradley.
Hey, Bradley.
What are you drinking tonight, Joe?
Homebrew.
Homebrew.
Yeah, it's homemade apple wine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've got 2 bottles in my cupboard.
I've got 2.5 gallons.
Ooh, no, my bottles aren't that big. Between the 2 bottles, I got maybe a couple quarts at the best. I got to pop one of those and try it out. There's a peach one in there too. A fella that lives south of me down here, he does his own wine.
It's not that hard. You could actually, all you have to do is go to the grocery. You can get everything from a grocery store.
Yeah,
you don't even have to go to a homebrew store.
That's it.
Did you
Here,
just slur your speech there, Joe?
What's that?
Did you just slur your speech a little there?
Probably.
So he's not just getting started. I'm just checking.
No.
Say, he says.
All right,
Kathy.
Fulton, I'm going to bring you up, bro, but no background noise, and you're talking to us, not someone else. No, you're talking.
We got earbuds.
Uh-oh.
See, he's all over the place. What are you doing?
Who?
Fulton.
Oh.
He's in the damn basement. I'll drop you like a bad habit. What's up, Fulton?
Nothing much, Phil. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, man. I just see all that commotion going on down there, and the phone's like this and that. And it's
yeah, sorry. I had to go my glasses.
I'm not bringing you up until you
see.
settle down and get settled. And
yeah, well, I have to go back to work next Monday.
Oh, you got to work. Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, we all got to work, bro.
Yep. I'm on spring break already, so spring break.
Oh, spring break. Hold on, you get spring break off for work?
Yeah. Well,
what kind of fucking work is that?
So, I don't remember.
You don't remember what kind of work you do?
Oh yeah, I do. I know what kind of work I do. I do like the breakfast attendant. I'm the breakfast attendant for Embassy Suites at the hotel.
Okay. So they gave you guys spring break off at Embassy Suites when they're busy?
You work there through school. You don't get
I work there through school, but not on spring break.
You don't get paid for your job. It's training.
It's training for
Your school.
For school.
Is that your mom talking?
Yeah, she's here. She's right here.
Hey, Mom, how you doing?
Hi.
Yep. I could hear her feeding them all the lines.
Yeah. She can hear the lines. So we went on a trip to Tennessee.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, how was that?
It was pretty good. We had a wonderful time.
Did you work on your country music singing?
I don't think I did.
I mean, tennis. If you're gonna,
We just went to church. That's all we did.
if you're gonna work on your twang, and you're singing with a twang, and your sound of a good country music song, Tennessee, Kentucky, Nashville, them the places to work on that kind of stuff.
I take folks out ahead to your house and spend some time with Jim Bob.
That's right. That's right. You get a good listening.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we just went to church in Tennessee. So.
Well, you could have gone to church where you live. You didn't have to go to Tennessee to go to church.
Well,
they got church in Tennessee.
What was that place called?
Just say your mom wanted to visit that church.
My mom wanted to visit that church. That's the reason we went there.
You went to Tennessee just to visit a church?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something special about the church?
Well, yeah. My mom really wanted to go. I don't know if you recognize the name. Greg Locke. He's the pastor of Global Life Bible Vision Church.
Okay. So he's like a big name.
Yeah.
He's like just under Jesus. So there's Jesus, God, and then there's this guy.
Oh.
I'm just messing. I'm messing.
Yeah.
I mean, so for a lot of people, some of these big evangelists are a big deal for them to travel several states to go see some of the big evangelists or some of the good preachers. So I understand.
I traveled all the way into South Dakota to a church that I'd never been to before. That doggone preacher there went and married me to my ex-wife.
Oh, goddamn him.
That's
people on the over the country went to see him.
Yeah, I mean, there was a church here in Southfield, Michigan, about 45 minutes from my house. That there's this pastor that he goes on like Sunday. He's got his own little Learjet, which I'm always skeptical on. But he goes to 3 different churches, huge churches, hundreds, thousands of people. Every Sunday, and it's like, I always kind of wondered. It just doesn't. Yeah. Of course, I grew up in a town where 200, 300, 400 people in a congregation is a decent size, and I always think once you get beyond that, there becomes too much politics in church, and I don't like church too much politics. I don't like getting involved in the church politics. I was a deacon at our church for a very short period of time, and I was very involved in the church, very involved in a lot of things. And as soon as I started knowing the inner workings of things that are going on, and all the little backstories and all the little backbiting and everything else that went on with all these people, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I would much rather be, just a person out on the floor, praising and worshiping my Lord, as opposed to someone in the back trying to organize everything to make everything good for everyone else. So,
yeah.
I'm sending recipes out now.
Oh, are you?
I mean, I've got
recipes for your liquor.
Yeah, Sizer, Mom's Juice Box, Grapple Wine.
That looks like a sophisticated system.
Not really.
That's what I'm saying. That was my facetious voice.
It's if you want to go sophisticated, I got these ones.
It might work.
Oh, that one I'd have a hard time following.
This is for my tropical skinny double IPA.
Yeah, that one I'd have a hard time following.
So a lot of it's just weights and measures.
So
I also
you're
treat my water when I'm brewing.
Okay.
Add salts and calcium and sorbates and stuff like that. Well, sorbates afterwards.
Hey, Bradley, I used to do that too. I used to run all over the place just to find greasy spoons. Try out different greasy spoons in about a 5-state area. Yeah. I'd stay in cheap motels and just eat at these little mom and pop greasy spoons. Some of the best damn food I ever ate either.
Those are some of those things I'd love to do. And then I've got someone that sits in my co-pilot seat that doesn't want to stop at any of those little dives. And I'm like, I want to try one of those little dives. Some of those little dives, you might come out of that little dive wanting to throw up.
Yeah. But you might
find something.
I tell you what, I have had some of the best food out of a biker bar.
Oh yeah.
And the hilarious thing is that one of the best sandwiches I've ever had was called a Whop burger.
A Whop burger?
Whop burger. It was an Italian sausage patty in the center of the whole thing, and it was outstanding.
That's like it was a Shell station that was a little truck stop on the docks in Gary, Indiana. Nothing but steel haulers down there. You didn't go down there unless you were if you weren't in the union, you didn't want to be down there. Them steel haulers will chew you up, spit you out. I ended up down there. I didn't want to be there. And I went into that little diner at that Shell truck stop and all these steel hauling drivers in there. And I was surprised they treated me pretty good. And I got one sitting on either side of me at the counter. And I said, "What's good on the menu?" They said, "What's good isn't on the menu." They said, "You get yourself a fried egg sandwich. Just order a fried egg sandwich." And I thought, shit, I'm going to eat a fried egg sandwich. That's going to fill me up. And I thought, well, I don't want to disappoint these guys. So I ordered fried egg sandwich. That's how bitch came out. There's 4 slices of frickin' toast, right? And each layer is 2 jumbo-sized fried eggs in between each layer. That fucking sandwich was about 4 or 5 inches thick, and it was huge. And every layer had cheese and bacon with the eggs. Wow. I was licking the damn plate. I was so stuffed, but I wanted more. She gave me the tab for it, and I looked, and I couldn't frickin' believe it. I said, "Is that all it is?" She says, "Well, I didn't charge you for your coffee." $6.95.
Wow.
$6.95. And God almighty, there was 6 jumbo-sized eggs on that sandwich, and there had to have been a half a pound of bacon on this. Wow. Quarter pound of cheese.
Well,
but that place was so filthy looking. When you walked in there, you're going, holy shit. You can see the dirt marks from arms on the counters.
Oh, that's not good.
They're steel haulers. They're just covered with that black shit. She's constantly trying to wash the counters down, but every time one of them sits down, there's the black marks back. Yeah.
We've got a place like that up here in Birch Run, Michigan. And it's world famous. It's called Tony's. Mm-hmm. And the guys have a pig farm. And they have all these pigs. You get a BLT, it's got a pound of bacon on it.
Yeah.
You order breakfast with bacon, you get a pound of bacon.
Yeah.
Everything they got is massive portions of food. But we went there. I've only been there twice. I went once with my wife and the kids, and one other time by myself and got breakfast. And it just the massive amounts of food, and then you I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it again. Then I feel like I'm at one of those places with a buffet where you take a look around at the people at you, and I'm a heavy guy, and some of these people are just like, oh gosh, I'm bad, and I apologize for being that way, but it's just
Well, it's good. Well, like kind of going a little tangent off from your story there, Sty, is that you really can't. You hear stories, but you really can't judge them until you actually experience it yourself.
Exactly.
Because I have gone to a few biker events, and I've dealt with Local 82 from many states. And they're some of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Oh yeah, no, that's it.
And anyone that doesn't know who the Local 82 is, those are the Hells Angels.
Right. Right.
There you go.
But there's some of the nicest guys.
They are. Yeah, I've got a sty story.
They are today.
I got a sty
Yes.
story
Yes.
about them. Yeah.
Even
But
15 years ago, some of them were my best tippers.
Oh, absolutely.
No, not
Yeah.
for you, Sam.
They come in as regulars at the cafe I was working at. And those guys tipped the best. They were so nice too. Really good, like manners. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of. I mean, even back in the day, some of their higher ups were lawyers, just specifically for.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, the wildest bunch of bikers I ever met. I had a trailer house that was behind a bar that was called the Halfway House, and they had an annual rendezvous, and it was music for 7 days, 24/7. Every band within 150 miles came there and played, and that place was just packed. Well, the day before the rendezvous, I hear all that rumbling. And I run down to the bar and I talked to the bar owner. I said, "What's coming?" And he goes, "Oh, that's a bike club." I said, "Oh, this ought to be fun. We ought to have a good time." And he goes, "Oh, yeah." He says, "These guys, they're our bouncers." I go, "They're your bouncers?" He says, "Yeah, they're here for all 7 days." And I said, "I want to know who they are. I want to know what club you're talking about. What are their colors? I want to know." And he goes, "They're all California Highway Patrol." They were the worst fucking pot smoking drunks you ever met.
Yep.
But nothing got out of hand at that rendezvous, man. These boys were big. God, they were monsters. And they were riding some really, really sweet rubber into that place, man. Oh, God. I had 2 of them. Hey, they let me take their scooters for a test ride. They were awesome guys. But boy, talk about drunk and stoned, man. I come out. I had a little shop outside my trailer house that I made these custom signs, cedar signs. I come out and I heard this clunk clunk in that shop, and I thought, "What the hell? Who's in that shop?" And I went over and I walked in the shop, and here's 2 of those highway patrolmen passed out in my wood shop, rolling around on the floor, drunker than shit. And I asked them, "What the hell are you doing in here?" And they go, "Oh, if we cause any damage, just write us a bill and we'll pay it before we go home." Yeah, they were the best people in the world, but anybody that didn't take the time to get to know the guys were scared to death of them.
Oh, yeah.
They're scared to death of them. Fucking nasty ass spiker. And then you tell them they're all cops. They're all cops. Every one of them's a cop.
Yeah.
No way. No way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they're good people. But they're hardcore when they're not on duty.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely hardcore when they're not on duty.
Yeah, well,
Great
it's a lot of the people that you'll see at Bike Week make me look small, and I'm almost 6 foot tall and 300 pounds, and they're still some of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah,
if you make me look small, then you're a big fella.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a bike rally at the Minnesota State Fair. It kind of went south on us the 3rd day. It was a 5-day event.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of went south on the 3rd day. And here come this boy walking right down the main drag in the state fairgrounds there. And what happened was some spectator was nosing around somebody's scooter and touched it, and it fell over.
Oh.
And they figured about 35 bikes got laid on their sides.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that would cause a problem. Yeah.
And of course, they're going to kill the guy, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the whole crowd, we're talking hundreds of people, the whole crowd went dead quiet. You couldn't hear a thing. And the biggest SOB you ever seen, he's about 6'6", weighed about 360 pounds. He's walking down the middle of the street. He's all leathered out. and he's got this tiny little 5'1" blonde girl holding his hand.
Yeah.
And he's bald as you can get. And he's got this big ass grin on his face. And he walks up to the guy that they've got a hold of, and they've already slapped him around a little bit. He walks up to him and he tells everybody else, "Get your hands off him." And he says to the guy, "What did you do?" And the guy says, "My bad. I didn't mean it. I was just checking out the saddlebags on that bike and it fell over and knocked him out." And he says, "That is stupid. Are you ever going to touch somebody's bike again?" The guy's, "No, hell no. I don't even want to look at him now." And he goes, "You're going to have to take a whooping for that." And that guy just looked up at that big bastard like, "I'm dead." That guy took that guy's left hand in his and he goes, "Don't do that again," he says. The whole fucking fairgrounds burst out fucking laughing.
Oh, the shame.
And the guys that were beating that little guy up, he had so many beers he couldn't hold them. They're all, "Give him a beer," because the big boy, he took care of it.
Oh, yeah.
He took care of it. He scared that little fucker more than any punch would ever scare him. That guy looking up at him like, "That big bald fucker's going to eat me."
Yeah.
And,
oh, yeah.
And what it was controlled discipline was all it was.
Yeah. And controlled fear.
I love that. I love that rally because I was selling some scooter parts and I had an old fender. I don't even remember what bike it come off of, but I had an old fender, rear fender, big bastard. This guy comes up drunker than shit. "Oh my God, look at that retro fender. I gotta have that fender." And I said, "Well, yeah, if you buy it, you can have it. What do you gotta have for it?" I said, $45. "Oh shit, I'll give you 50. He peels off of 50 and gives it to me. It wasn't 20 minutes later, he comes walking past again. I go, "Hey, you want to buy something else?" He goes, "No, I don't need nothing else." And he's got that fender. And I looked, that fender's full of ice and beer.
What?
He said, "Somebody stole my fucking cooler. That's why I had to buy your fender."
Oh my God.
What the hell? What the hell? Oh God, I laughed my ass off. Well, good guys. They,
yeah.
Well, I got thinking Chrysler Imperial H here real quick. So give me a second.
Oh yeah.
Fulton, you were supposed to be looking away there.
No, I'm not looking at So, Sty, I was wondering if I can come on your show to do a concert.
Concert?
I can't.
Well,
we'll have to talk next fall because I've only got 3 weeks left, and then I'm out of camp for 4.5 months. Yeah, and I got everything for these 3 weeks all set up. So sorry, buddy.
Okay, well, shoot me an email or something. I'll just check it out.
Yep, starting May 1st.
Yeah, I was hoping I was going to get my therapy taken care of before you went out for the summer, but I can wait till you get done with this. I can wait till you get done with the summer to get my therapy. That's fine. I'm good.
Hey, let's talk. Let's
no one
talk
got
it
enough
out.
time to deal with you in therapy, Phil.
Let's talk it out.
That's a 3-part series.
Either this coming Friday, or the following one. I'll get a hold of you. We'll talk it out.
If we did it, we would have to do it one of the next 2 Fridays because I start my golf league the last Friday of April.
Good, because that's what I'm thinking is, and I've only got 2 Fridays I think left.
Okay.
Because the 3rd Friday is I'm heading to camp stream. So
one of those 2. And I'm just joshing about that. We don't.
Well,
have
no,
to
I
do
think
it.
it's going to be a blast.
I think it would be too. So
Dr. Stye is going to help Phil get through all of his emotional traumas.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I think
So that's going to be a.
And be
3-day
careful,
live
Sty.
stream.
You don't want to get any bear traps or anything when you go camping.
That get what?
Like bear traps, like those.
No,
things.
bear traps are illegal in Wisconsin, so I'm not too worried about that.
Yep.
I did have fun though. My supervisor, he says, he says, I talked to everybody in the Forest Service system that matters, and he says you're allowed to tell all the ghost stories about Richard that you want to. In July 10th of 2019, they had a camper that poof disappeared, and he hasn't been seen or heard from since. And they've drugged that lake, and they had search teams and dogs out there, helicopters. All they found was his camping gear and his motorcycle sitting in the campsite. Never found him. And he said, so Richard's ghost is still in the campground, you know. Yeah. First question I had is, which campsite was he in? Thank God he wasn't in the one I'm staying in. Because every time I hear a knock on the door, it'd be son of a bitch, and Richard's at the door. You know?
See, out here in Colorado, you got to look for the one with a tree, because nothing grows here.
That's got that. And see, I look for the campsite with the fewest trees, so I can use satellite internet.
Oh hell, you'd have a blast over here then. I mean, it's. I think the last time I went camping was, well, it was before we moved, but I always went camping on my birthday and went to one of the reservoirs or something like that. But the only thing you can find out here around some of the reservoirs is some scraggly old cedar trees.
Really?
That are only about maybe 15 feet tall.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I've got one hemlock next to my campsite that's probably 120 feet tall. All the trees there are anywhere from 30 to 60 feet tall all around the campsite. Yeah.
That's what I'm used to. I mean, I grew up camping in Maine, so I mean, it's.
Oh yeah. So you know, know. Yeah.
You were camping in Maine from Colorado?
No.
People in Maine go to Colorado to go camping.
I moved to Colorado only about, it'll be 6 years this summer.
Huh.
He came from Maine.
I grew up in New England. Yeah.
Wow. I would think in the mountains there in Colorado and all that beauty and whatnot, that'd be a place to go camping for sure.
In the mountains, yes, but when you're talking about, like, if you want to get near a lake or something like that, most of them are reservoirs now.
Yeah.
So they've been clear cut and built up, and so it's the majority of them are just scraggly old trees that are barely even grown up. Yeah, most lakes here are reservoirs.
Yeah, they're not,
or man-made.
Yeah, they weren't originally lakes.
I was trying to find him, Phil, but I couldn't. Lodestar.
Maine is
But
freezing. Maine still, yes. Maine is cold right now. Yeah.
I just put it in the chat. Yeah, I put it in the chat a few times ago. So.
Yeah, heck, tomorrow's
Look at Fulton down there, just behaving himself and listening and hanging out.
Yep, I am.
He's being smooth. He's being cool. Yeah. He's like, hey, I'm just here hanging out. Just one of the guys. Speaking of, are you going to comb that hair? I mean, look at this guy disheveled.
Yeah,
what the hell?
I really need it.
Oh no, I'd be.
Look at him! Wow, look at there.
Let me take my hat off. I get my hair
That's what
cut
you get.
tomorrow.
That's what you get for making me watch a striptease at the
He's been doing too many of those
in the very
breakfast
moment.
Fault that it came in so
He's been
late.
too many of those Breakfast Club TikTok videos.
Oh, my Vernon TikTok videos. I actually did that for a purpose because of winning fast money at the very first round of Family. You know how Family Feud does fast money? They do 2 rounds. If you get 200 points in the first round, we did that in the first time I did Family Feud in a while. So everyone won the chance for me to do more Vernon Breakfast Club reenactments. And so yeah. So yeah. So what's good, Spicy? Long time no see.
It's definitely a different side of you. You look much when you do those. You look much more confident. You look much more. I don't know. You look like a different guy than what I normally see when I see you. So.
And
but
you know,
I'm sure you're well rehearsed.
Something I do get, I look a bit like Paul Gleason, the guy who did Vernon in Breakfast Club a bit. There's a lot of actors I look like, to be honest. So
hello, Chad.
What up, everybody?
How you doing, Chad?
Hey, Lone Star. Hey,
What up?
Chad.
What up? I finally got my shirt
What up,
today.
Lone
I don't know if
Star?
I saw it, but it's pretty cool.
You got your shirt?
I got the 210 member shirt today.
Oh, did you?
Nice.
Pretty freaking sweet. I did an unboxing for it.
Nice.
So if you want, I'll show you. It's on my page.
But yeah, basically on my channel, I do reenactments more. I don't really stream much, and I do my covers on TikTok now, by the way. So yeah.
Well, I know every one of those ones you're doing now, so it's like, oh yeah, I know that one. Yep.
Yeah.
I love the Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club is one of those things. If I happen to click on it while it's playing, I'll sit through the entire fucking thing.
I know you gotta love John Hughes classics like 16 Candles, Home Alone, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What's not to love about John Hughes?
Yep, 16 Candles. I love all of those. Yeah, and it's funny. I just got done watching this series on Netflix called was it something not Outbreak something I don't know. It's like a beach movie, but it's all of these high school age kids. And it's a murder mystery type thing, but even with that, it's like it's something you would think a younger person would find as an interesting series or miniseries on Netflix. And here I'm watching this, thinking I'm not a 50. I don't feel like a 52-year-old guy. I get more enjoyment in these younger people type movies than I do when watching Casablanca and freaking things like that.
Casablanca is a classic. And I watched that at 25. So I mean, the Casablanca is a class. You can't bring Casablanca into this. Don't be doing that.
I'm just saying.
When I do reenactments of that stuff, I totally feel the opposite. I totally feel the opposite. I totally don't feel 30. I feel more your age, Spicy, when I do stuff like that.
But I think it kind of changes off for people, right? Sometimes when you're young, you associate more with things of the older generation, right? And sometimes when you're an older generation, you associate more with things that you did when you were younger. Yeah. So it makes sense. It's weird. It's really weird.
You're very welcome.
It really depends on what you do in life, to be honest.
But I love all of those movies when I was a kid, like you said, 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club. It just, for some reason, it takes my memory back to that age when I watched that for the first time.
Oh yeah, Breakfast Club is a classic.
Oh, that's a great movie.
I mean, yeah.
All of those with Nelson Judd and Emilio Estevez, and I had a Molly Ringwald. Not Molly Ringwald. Who was the girl? Oh, God, I can't think of her name right now. The one that was the waist-weight girl,
the black-haired girl.
Molly, not Molly. What's her name?
Molly Ringwald was the star, but
she was
not Molly Ringwald. It was the other girl. I can't think of her name right now. I had the biggest crush on her because on all the other things I'd see her on, it was one of the, she was. You know what? As a kid growing up, I never had a crush on the girl I should have had. What was it? Trying to think.
Behave.
I always went for the cheerleaders and always got rejected every time. I was like, hey, maybe cheerleaders not
Allie
what I'm.
Shelley? Yeah.
Allie Sheedy. There you go.
Sheedy.
Yeah, Allie
that's
Sheedy.
what-
Yep. Well, even if you go back
He was
to Facts of Life, you go back to Facts of Life, right? Mrs. Garrett and the girls.
Oh, good
Yeah.
lord.
Yeah.
I had a crush on Joe.
Oh yeah, she was my favorite too.
Joe was the one. None of the other girls. Joe was the one that I had a crush on. That was the girl when I watched all that stuff. That was the girl that What's up, Sherry Watson? So I always felt like I was. Oh, hey, what's Crystal's in here too? What's up, Crystal? Always felt a little different about the girls that I liked, even in high school, even junior high and whatnot. It wasn't always the wasn't always a cheerleader type. Although that even then, when I was a skinny guy, I was never
went for the
cheerleader
I
type
always
anyway.
went for the bad girls.
I'm one of the girls I could go wrestle around in the mud with.
That's why I went for the bad girls.
There you go.
Speaking of crushes, since we mentioned the Breakfast Club, I had a crush on the Gothic girl in it.
Yeah, that was
Allie Sheedy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Allie Sheedy. Yeah. Well, if you see her at the end of that, and then you see her in the other Whack Pack movie that she did, she's a very beautiful lady.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
She was just dressed down for that part to be to be what she was, but she's very pretty, very pretty.
She also played a movie where she was opposite John Candy. I liked her in that one too.
John Candy did a lot of stuff in John. They actually did a lot of work together during this time.
Yeah.
We lost him too early. He was such a funny guy.
Well, him and Chris Farley too.
Well,
I loved John
Oh
Candy.
yeah, Chris Farley.
I bet
Him and Adam
he
Sandler were
was.
very. Yeah, I bet you Adam Sandler and Chris Farley would be doing a lot more stuff together if he was still alive. I can't believe he overdosed on drugs.
Well,
I can't believe he overdosed
I
on
kind of
drugs.
can. I mean, that was the thing.
He idolized people that overdosed on drugs, like Belushi. So
Yeah.
John Belushi.
Oh,
yeah.
John Belushi, yeah.
I can't help but to think of Blues Brothers whenever you mention his name.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like one of the first that or
Uncle Buck, yes.
Porky's. Wasn't he in Porky's? John Belushi?
No.
Did you say Porky's?
Yeah.
No, Belushi wasn't in Porky's.
Oh my,
no.
Porky's
no,
was
it was a
classic
different
too.
college. Different college. It was
Animal
We're
House.
thinking of
Thank
something
you.
else.
Yes.
Animal House.
Yeah.
It's just
Animal House.
Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, my parents would let me
Fat,
watch
drunk,
that
and
movie.
stupid. There's no way to go through life, son. 0.0.
Every time people say Animal House, I always think of Roadhouse for some reason, like with Swayze being a badass.
Basically, a parody of that. It gives you a hint towards the end in the parade.
Well, Phil, I better head off, Phil.
Well, thank you. I'm glad we were able to corrupt your mind one more night. So, I hope you had a good a time as we did.
Yeah, I'm actually going to get ready to head out too. I was just going to stop in for a few, but I've got work tomorrow. But I feel like I just stop in for a little bit as it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. But thanks for having me up, Phil. It's always a pleasure to see you, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Have a good
Thanks for
night.
coming and hanging out, man. Anytime.
Absolutely.
See you, Sterling.
See you, Fulton.
See you, Fulton.
Let's see. Hey, Lone Star. If you want, I can interview you. Just send me an email if you want.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll go to your page and send you some info.
Okay, yeah. And I'll probably do an interview. I got this Sunday if you guys want to come watch.
Are you interviewing Andy?
No, it's not Andy. It's Oh shoot! It's the
He's already done, Todd.
Well, no, I did Todd last Sunday. I think it's Michael or something. Mike's Mix.
Oh, Micah.
Micah. Okay.
Yeah.
Micah's Mix.
It's good to know who you're interviewing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps.
Yep.
All right. Have a good night there.
I will.
Yep. Have a good night, Fulton.
Be careful.
Oh, yeah. Drive safe.
All right. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Suck on this something. Yeah, you did. We're all officially kicked out of school. Wormer just got our grades.
They kicked us out of school? Huh. That makes sense.
Hey! What's this lying around shit?
Well, what the hell is supposed to do, you moron?
You moron.
Man, Wormer dropped the big one.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Drummer?
Forget it, rolling.
It ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go! Come on! What the fuck happened to the Delta I used to know? Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst. Oh, we're afraid to go with you, Pluto. We might get in trouble. Well, just kiss my ass from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this! Wormer, he's a dead man! Marmalade, dead! Nehemiah!
Dead.
Pluto's right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards. Now, we could fight them with conventional weapons. That could take years and cost millions of lives. No. No, in this case, I think we have to go all out. I think this situation absolutely requires a really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part. We're just the guys to do it. Let's do it.
Let's go!
That is pretty funny.
Oh, you gotta love Belushi, huh?
Yeah.
I'll have to mute that later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
Did anybody watch baseball or even care about baseball?
Sports ball, yeah.
Football.
No, my Rangers are getting no hit, and it's in the bottom of the ninth. I'm like, I always hate to watch my team get no hit. Like,
Yeah, that's not fun. No, I was just getting, I watched Tigers opening day at work.
It was
April 1st and everything. And I'm watching the game, and of course, they won. I'm thinking, maybe I'm just going to get back into watching sports. Maybe the Tigers will show something good. And then when that whole thing with them pulling the All-Star game out of Georgia happened, I was like, I have these people. Can't they just leave politics out of sports?
No.
True. I think
Can't
politics
they
is
just leave
going to be
politics
stuck
out
everywhere
of
now.
90% of our life? I would be happy. Pull politics out of everything.
Yeah.
Pull it out of everything.
Politics out of about 99% of our life.
Respond to COVID stuff out based off of COVID stuff, not based off of politics. Respond to all this stuff based off of what you really should, how you really should be doing this, and not doing it politically motivated. It just so tired of this shit, man.
Yep.
Well, I think it all comes down to if they put a fourth of the effort into resolving issues that they put into talking about it, some shit might get done.
But then they wouldn't have a job for next year.
Let's just keep talking. Let's say the same old shit over every day.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Sty Times topic called "When Will It End?" It won't. Not until you cut the tongues out of
Not
all.
until you cut the tongue out or you die.
Yeah. That's it. Cut all their tongues out.
Yeah.
And then
that's the whole social media thing, between Twitter and YouTube and everything else that's going on out there. That's where everybody gets their information from nowadays, and they feel like that's where they got to comment on stuff, and and we comment on stuff here. So again, I have to admit that I'm partially guilty on that stuff, but I wish it would all just go away. I really do.
Yeah.
Let's get back to enjoying sports where politics aren't in sports. Let's get back to enjoying things where politics doesn't have to be in every aspect of our life.
Exactly.
Yeah. I still think that if they want politics in sports, it ought to be MMA, and you put the two candidates in the ring.
You put two politicians in there, let them go at it.
And let them go at it. If you want sports and politics, let's put it in politics.
Yeah.
And put Congress out on that fucking football field. No pads or helmets, and full contact football.
I agree.
Against the Republicans.
Full contact Congress.
Exactly.
You want to go back to 70s football.
Instead of Super Bowl, we got Stupid Bowl every year.
A softball game to pass a bill, right?
Yeah, there you go.
These guys want it this way. These guys, all right. Here's the bill. We're going to put our best players from the Congress, not someone that's representing them, not one of their guys.
It's going to be them.
It has to be from.
This is how we're going to settle this shit.
People running across the field. That'd be hilarious shit.
And I tell you, if you were to actually apply politics to sports and got them politicians out there in the sports,
there you go.
But I think they need to have if we're going to do that.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll end up with a lot.
If we're going to do softball, you have to have two different pitchers, one from each team, but they have to come from different high schools, from different states.
Yeah.
And so the pitcher is a high school pitcher.
No.
Yes.
No,
because
you use
high
those
school
people.
pitchers, they're going to bean one of those guys.
I think they ought to swap out the softballs with frickin' grenades, and you just don't know which one's.
Well, you better be getting off there to I want to actually get something done. You want to kill somebody.
We'll give them big long bats so they don't. They might get a little shrapnel in it, or a concussion. There you go. Yeah, just use some.
Just use
flashbangs for crying out loud.
Those are not fun.
They aren't. I went through a training, and we had to experience a flashbang, and that was a bitch. Boy,
I've got tinnitus, and because of they were artillery simulators, but they're only about.
Oh yeah.
I had off next to my head.
I had a case of those. A surplus outfit gave me a case of them because I bought a lot of ammo materials from them, and they said, "Oh, here, you'll have fun with those artillery simulators." Oh yeah, until the cops showed up. The whole damn town thought we were under attack. I mean, those damn things, you don't want to be close to them suckers when they go off, man.
No,
especially the ones that screech and bang. That frickin' screech gets your eardrums that big, and then the bang gives you a concussion.
Yep.
Night, Sam. See you,
have a good night, Roman.
Yeah, the Rangers just got no hit by the Padres. It's the first no hitter in Padres history, and they've been around since like the Tony Gwynn days, way back in the day. They've never had a no hitter.
Oh, I actually have a great, however many great uncles you want to put this. It was in the Gray Sox.
Oh, Gray Sox.
Yeah, wow. It was the Gray Sox came out was before the White Sox.
Because it was like That's what they.
I actually have his team photo card, or my parents have his team photo, or his team photo card at the old farmhouse.
That's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah,
cool.
when I was a kid, our family, we had season passes to the Met Stadium every year in Minneapolis, and now that goes way back. Harlem Killebrew, I had 3 bats signed by Killebrew, and we were always at the ballpark. And my uncle had season passes at Wrigley's Field. I got to go to Wrigley's 3 times, and loved it. I wouldn't go anymore. I don't.
No way in hell would I go right now, or even in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's too much chaos for me.
It is. It's just no.
I'm a memorabilia collector. Like I collect sports cards, memorabilia, bats, balls, autographs, posters.
I have a 1977 Boston Red Sox team photo card.
Oh, there you go.
But that thing is there any autographs on it?
I wish.
I have some. When I lived in Massachusetts, my mom worked for the plastic surgeon, or the surgeon that worked for the Red Sox, and I think it was like 97. The whole team autographed it. So I got like Jose Canseco.
Nice.
That's worth some money.
Like Aaron Seeley. Like there's some big names in that thing. That thing is in a glass case. I got one. My brother got one. I've had so many people offer me all kinds of stuff. I'm like, no, that's not going anywhere.
No,
that's a whole team signed ball. Went from right before they won the World Series.
That's a retirement thing.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Then I just recently came across a Dirt and a Whiskey shoe that's autographed and a Dirt and a Whiskey basketball autographed.
Okay,
cool. I go to a lot of estate sales, believe it or not. I see someone having an estate sale, and you look at the house and it's a big mansion. Like you've got to have something good, and you go there and either the son or the husband or whatever just collected all that crap, and I go in there and scoop it up for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
You got to, if you can find one of those things, that's this thing. When you go to the garage sales like around me here, this is just other people like me getting rid of their crap.
Exactly.
Right, you got to go to those rich neighborhoods where they think that their crap is crap, and it's not really crap. It's actually got some value to it, and one, you can use it, or two, you can turn around and sell it for more than what they get rid of it for.
Oh yeah.
That's why I go to the estate sales. My buddy told me about it. He goes, dude, forget the garage sales. That's crap. Go to the big houses. Go to the big mansions. Go to the big neighborhoods and get their crap.
And that's it. We found that out when we lived down by the Minneapolis St. Paul. Is we'd hit the big estate sales in some of the exclusive neighborhoods, and we watched for estate sales. Don't go to the auctions, because those auctions are advertising the people in the know show up to those. If it's just an estate sale, it's a rich man's garage sale, and they're marking everything at poor man prices.
Yeah,
you walk in there and you're buying shit that's worth $2,000, and you gave them $50.
Exactly.
And you're walking out of there, morons. How'd they ever get rich? Morons.
Right.
That's why I got a bunch of my memorabilia is just estate sales.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to, like, all right, we're getting old. We really don't need it. We don't have grandkids or whatever. Just get rid of them. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah. If the family wanted it, they would have taken it. I'll just sell it for next to nothing, Yeah. I love it. I love it.
I've got some baseball cards, and I think there are basketball cards here too. I had a customer one time, he had like a bag full of this stuff, and it's like, just keep that stuff. And I was like, I have no interest in going through and determining the value of any of this stuff, but it's a bag full of cards.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guys I work with is like, dude, you give it to me. I'll figure it out for you. I'm like, okay, maybe not.
Yeah.
Give you a bag full of cards. I mean, I can guess I went through it back at the time, and I didn't see any big names at the time, but this is probably 15 years ago. A lot changes in 15 years, and who's popular, who's not, what's valuable and what's not. So
and Cindy's got a good point. Vince Lombardi's sweater, was bought for 58 cents and sold for 43 grand.
And yeah,
holy shit!
I've got storage at that, and both of them are well protected, both in glass cases. I got 2 Packers hats, one that was signed by the whole team. I don't even remember what year it was, and that's when Rodgers was probably in his 2nd or 3rd year. And then the other one's got Favre on it and 6 or 8 other players on it. And those hats, they cost me $15, both of them, $15. I went to one of their PR events and got VIP entrance, and I said, "Hey, you would sign this new hat for me?" They all sign up, and I'm going, "Thank you.
They're not ever getting rid of this one.
No, and that's how much each one of them went in glass cases, and I got them stored away. So when I croak running water, he'll sell them sons of bitches right away. I guarantee you, they'll both go on the market right away.
I just found a buddy from high school that I used to run around with. He has a YouTube channel, and I had no idea. And he posted something on Facebook the other day, and I went and checked it out. I mean, he's got 88,000 people, so he's doing something right. So I went to his page, and he's he goes and buys like storage lockers, storage, whatever. Sure. He goes and he picks through it, and he has a store where he sells all that crap, dude. The stuff that he has been finding, I've been binge watching all his videos. I'm like, holy smokes, man.
Yeah. Sometimes those storage units are gold mines, man.
Yeah. Man, I knew he was on.
Let's do a little singing and smoke. 1, 2. Boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom. Where the hell have you been, soldier? Training, sir! Training, sir! What kind of training, son? Army training, sir! Army training, sir! Razzle dazzle! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Red, brown, fox, jump over the lazy dog! Sir!
Over the lazy dog, sir!
Hey, Travis.
Sorry I cut you off with that, Chad.
You're good.
It's just when we all get to talking and there's someone in the basement, they've been sitting there for 30 seconds to a minute. I'm like, all right, at some point I got to cut in here and
gotta squeeze them in. There's some people that you just let sit in the basement. We'll keep talking, guys. Keep talking.
Squirrel.
Hey, we're number one.
Hey, everybody. Hey, be lady twisted.
What up, B?
I wasn't trying to imply you were one of those type.
That's
there,
exactly
Travis.
what you're implying.
No.
I just watched your
Phil knows what I'm talking about. Oh, Travis, you're more than welcome up.
Travis, I just got on watching your V1 with Katie.
Yeah.
And I noticed that you went quicker on Katie's stream than you did with me and Micah.
Yeah, because I almost lost it on her stream.
Ooh.
Yeah, you drank that and you were gone. Once that thing hit 5 minutes, you gone.
Yeah. Well, he said I've got saliva starting, and I'm like, oh, it's only a minute and a half into the afterburn. I'm like, he's gonna cut it close.
Yeah, it was
close.
And it was a V1.
Yeah, V1. V2 was way worse.
V2 was.
Oh, that's
again.
I have my original footage from the V1 still, and there's about 15 minutes where you can hear me in the kitchen going, oh!
I'm sorry, the one that I saw was the version 2 that you just did this month or last month, whatever.
V3 they released most recent, but they redid the V1 to up the hype, I think, for the V3.
Yeah. I only have one chug left to do.
How do you release V1 without it being the real V1?
Well, they just
ingredients.
redid the recipe. I mean, it's a recipe. I mean,
I know it's a recipe. Did the same guy make
it should be V1.2, you know.
Right.
V1.1.
Yeah, 1.5 or
Yeah.
did or. But I guess it's what
that was the one I did good on. That was the one, a trivia question, that I did 5 of the V1s in a row.
2019, I win.
Yeah. and then exactly. And
Where's
then,
my T-shirt?
Of course I got 10. I got 10 of the V2s, and after doing one of those and seeing what everybody else was doing, it's like, I'm not doing 10 of the V.
I tried that too. I still have a V2 here, and I have zero intention.
Actually,
all I have left to do.
I actually bought 12 with the V2.
That's like going out and saying, I really want to do the Nemesis again.
So you don't want to do it because of the taste, or because of the heat, or just the misery behind it?
It didn't taste that good. The V2 didn't taste as good to me.
No, it didn't.
It was
straight Scorpion, man.
It was straight Scorpion. Yeah, it was straight Scorpion.
The V2 caught me completely off guard. The V2 caught me completely off guard. I did a normal night's prep like I do when I come like tonight. You know, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I do something hot. I can do this. I can do that. Whatever. And I decided to do a V2 one night. I spend the next hour and a half up here in my chair. Everybody's talking, and I'm like, I'm in misery. and I'm dying. And it's like, this is from one chug. I mean, I'm a guy that did 5 of the version 1s. I did 1 of the version 2s, and I wasn't prepped properly for it, but one shouldn't do that to me.
I thought I was prepped properly, and I thought, it was about an hour after I prepped. So it was a half an hour too long. But that was my first chug too, was the V2, and I had both of them sitting there, and I went through one, and I'm like, no.
I had the exact same boats. I did the exact same thing, and I didn't even have the second one. I sent that off to Dark from Heat 101. I'm like, here you go, brother.
Just get rid of it.
I haven't done a chug since that one.
Well, now all I have left to do is the UK Chili Queen chug. That's the only one I have left, and I've done all of them.
Yeah, I have that one to do still too. She's still sitting at me, staring right there. I can see her face from here.
So Phil, what did you do spicy tonight? I missed the first part of your show.
I did nothing spicy tonight.
You did nothing tonight.
I did nothing. Although I was chowing down a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I put up the stream with like 10 minutes before it started, not knowing what I was going to do or anything I was going to do tonight. I'm chowing down this peanut butter and jelly sandwich, 3 hours ago now. I'm thinking, all right, if I do something spicy, at least I've got something in my stomach. Now the only thing I have in my stomach is backwoods bastard.
Yeah, I think Neil might have something for you.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
There's always this too.
Now, you were talking about this earlier, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
It is wasabi and pepper drenched cheese puffs.
Oh, that just sounds horrible.
Wasabi doesn't bother me.
No, but this is the challenge edition. It's. I didn't get the normal. I decided to go with the challenge edition, and the shirts are different, which is awesome.
Okay. Remember, I had the Hell Puffs. I did 2 bags of Hell Puffs.
So this is like the Hell Puffs plus wasabi.
Hell Puff, wasabi flavored Hell Puffs,
right? So which is the description that's been told to me.
Okay.
Neil had the regular, and when he cracked it open, he said it smelled like he said it was like the Hell Puffs all over again. Just by cracking open the regular ones.
Well, he has the mentality that those Hell Puffs screwed him up multiple times.
Well, the Hell Puffs kind of screwed me up too when I ate them afterwards, but
that's why he didn't make it the first time. He didn't make it the second time either. So he attempted multiple times.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So Neil has a problem with Hell Puffs. So when he says it brings back those memories, yes.
Yeah. So I of course I saw both of them there. It's well, you know what? I'm back. Let's screw it. Let's get the challenge edition. Of course, I had to get the Fuegos Calaveras. Fuegos Calaveras. So the corn chips, hot corn chips, and of course,
I haven't even seen those. Did those just come out?
Yes, and I did get the Vogue de Faux.
Cindy said, "Screw those puffs." That was funny.
Yeah, that was
Mike
funny.
was
That
Mike
was-
was like they were.
Yeah,
hurt.
Mike.
Oh, you got the challenge to Vogue? Whatever.
Yes, that's it. Yeah,
that one's a fun one. I
yeah.
enjoyed it.
Oh, I know. I was there watching you do it.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
I know. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's hot, but the bugs and stuff wasn't the issue.
No, yeah, bugs aren't the issue with me either, because I actually had eaten before, like before I was with you doing yours. I was eating crickets, so it's
Yeah.
Just know everybody that does that challenge, they did it after me, because I was the first.
Look at you all proud.
That's true. You
The Deafy DeBogue.
Nemesis.
How hot was
not
it?
ever doing a nemesis, and you can kiss my ass.
And what was the heat level on those bugs? On the bug bars?
It's about a 6 or 7.
It's a good. So Inferno Candy Company, they don't slack when it comes to heat. even their regular stuff can put a normal person down.
Nice.
It's but they do levels with some of their items, thankfully, and some of their items aren't extreme, but almost all of them have Carolina Reaper in them.
And you can have Carolina Reaper in anything. It just depends on how much.
Yeah, it's the amount. Yeah,
how much.
Yeah. And Inferno Candy Company has some outstanding items.
Yeah.
Their Venom, their Carolina Reaper ketchup. I
Oh,
love.
so they're like Takis. That's what they are.
Huh?
The Fuegos Calaveras, they're like Takis.
Are they like rolled up?
Oh yeah. It's like the Taki
sticks,
corn chip things.
Never had it.
With the Takis, if you get it's like in a red bag, I believe or purple bag. They're pretty intense for a non-chili head.
Yeah, they have different heats and different flavors too, but yeah, it's the shape is what you kind of get used to. It's kind of like it's just a circle, like a taquito or
like a curled up tortilla chip.
Yeah.
Did you get the Doritos? Did you get both of the editions, or did you just get the Brian Ames one?
Huh?
The Doritos?
Yeah, I only got the regular one. I didn't get the Brian Ames ones.
There's a Brian Ames version of the Doritos.
Yeah, it's Ghost.
Yeah, that would be the hot edition because the regular Doritos were shit.
Most anything that I buy from them now, it's I dare you or up, or it's I dare you.
I think I might get the regular version. I don't think I want to do it.
So there's normally with a lot of their like regular items, you can get different stages of heat, and their top one is I dare you, and that's normally what I get. I mean, like oh yeah, you can see it on the Hell Crunch here. See where it says I dare you right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their hottest level of the Hell Crunch.
Well, Cindy just reminded me here too. I've got some freaking numbskulls here.
I don't have numbskulls. Do I have numbskulls?
I bought them when I bought the Hell Puffs, and I did the Hell Puffs. I didn't do the numbskulls. I've got the shirt, but I don't. I've never done the numbskulls.
The numbskulls are not bad, but then again, I did not swallow the juice because that was right after I did.
Well, I always do that, and I do both of them because I don't have a co-host.
Have y'all done the Satan's toe or whatever? The lollipop?
Yeah, I did an hour and 52 minutes of Satan toe.
So, I do have the Numbskulls Challenge Edition here. So, if you ever decide to do that, I would like to do that. Come up with you.
We can do that.
All right.
We have to arrange that.
Mm-hmm.
We have to arrange that. I have to make that a priority. So not tomorrow, because I think tomorrow I'm going to do the chili cherry nightmare when I get off of work.
I have one of those as well.
I've been wanting to, if you want to come up and do it with me, that's fine.
Joe's got everything.
Well, dude, you did Nemesis. You just got done with Nemesis. Anything below Nemesis is below that.
Yeah, and it's been so long since I've been able to boot anything too. So it's so if you look at my videos when I did the what the hell was it? The Tube of Terror. Yeah, it was the Tube of Terror. It was the last time I was able to boot anything.
Mm. Well, see, that's my problem.
I think it was more because I got scared because it came up and it was like a sludge of peanut butter that was coming up, and I almost choked. So I think my body's like, "No, you're gonna die if you try to keep this up."
Yeah, no, I can't boot. That's my problem. I tried to boot. The first time I tried to boot was with Nemesis. And I drank a bunch of milk after I did Nemesis to try to cool what was going on. I went outside, stuck my finger in my throat, just puked up the milk. Went back, and then the pain started coming back. So I went back in the house, drank some more milk to take the pain away. Then, all right, I'm going to go back outside and try to puke again. Tried to puke again, just puked up milk. Pain came back. Went back inside, said, "Fuck this! I'm done. I'm just gonna allow it to, go its course.
Do its course."
And I drank a bunch of water. Well, I drank water for hours just to keep the belly and all that stuff full. Because if I can keep the belly and all that stuff full, the pain stays at a minimum. But it goes on longer, so it goes on for many hours, as opposed to if I bear down like a woman pregnant, just bear down and allow it to go through my system, I can get it done in a couple hours. But I have to bear down and do all that. So
two challenges have kept me at a 6 to 7 hour cramp. 2 challenges only. And it was the Nemesis and the Valhalla sausage from Old 300. Those 2 have been the only ones that have kept me 5 feet that way, sitting there on a cold tile floor going like this for 6 to 7 hours.
Oh.
Everything else,
miserable.
1 to 2 hours. Even with when we did the Rummy Bears thing this last weekend, it was when I was fine, and then when we had the concert going on, I had cramps for about half an hour after doing that. It wasn't it wasn't that bad to me. And I haven't been, like I said, I haven't been able to get anything out for, I mean, hell, I did the Tube of Terror, 4 or 5 months ago. So anything, I mean, it's the Nemesis I wasn't able to get out. The Valhalla didn't want to come up at all. But I tell you what, the Valhalla, out of all of the challenges that I've done, out of anything that I've done, the Valhalla tasted the best. But it's homemade sausage with ass kicking in it. I mean, it's
all that sausage in your mouth, man.
Yeah, indeed. I slurp that stuff up.
You slurped up the sausage. I wouldn't touch
2
it.
hours, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Yep.
Indeed.
Timestamp it. Yeah. Hey, guys, I got to cut out on you. I got a real busy early day tomorrow. Got a real busy early day tomorrow.
Really day.
For a retired guy, I'm actually going to be working about 8 hours tomorrow.
Are you feeling sick? Are you feeling ill? Have you
No, actually, I'm feeling really fucking good. That's why I'm willing to work 8 hours tomorrow.
Oh, you're helping out the ladies downstairs.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see y'all. All of you take care. It's great seeing you guys.
Yep.
Later.
Bye. Or Sty, rather, not Phil. Sorry.
Yeah. I've been putting off this chili cherry nightmare for a while. It's just, it's funny. It's just that I think the day that I was planning on doing it about 2 months ago, something psyched me out.
I honestly think I put mine off because of you.
Your chili cherry nightmare or your nemesis?
Chili cherry nightmare. The nemesis, the only reason I had the nemesis for a long time, it was just sitting there, and I was trying to build my tolerance for it. And then Hef was like, "Hey, oh, by the way, here are some." I went to he went to Smoking Ed's. And so here's some Carolina Reaper seeds. Oh, and by the way,
right,
I bought the nemesis. You want to do it with me?
And for me, that's why
Okay.
that's why I kind of keep Nemesis back here, chili cherry, a Moab back here. I keep some peanut brutal back here. I keep Death Nut challenges back here. I got an extra 3.0. I keep that stuff because someone says, "Hey, by the way, would you like to?" I'm like, "All right, yeah, I've got it here. I don't have to wait 5, 7, 10 days for it to get to me." If someone says, "Hey, I want to do something,"
Well,
so what time are you doing this tomorrow, Phil?
I'm doing a chili cherry nightmare tomorrow, probably at 5 p.m.
Okay, so me and my dad and my daughter will be putting together the Batwing, the Lego Batwing. So we'll be watching the live stream. We'll watch you burn as we are building Legos. That's what we're going to do.
Batwing.
Oh my God, dude! You people in the chat, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What? Everything isn't. Who the hell's everything isn't spicy?
It's the same fucking troll that keeps popping up. And
Yeah, it's the same troll. That's okay. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Everything isn't spicy.
Well, no. Well,
I want to see what he said.
Well, again, they're being blocked in a live stream. In my chat, on my video, I did block this person's comments, and I rebutted this person's comments in one of my not live streams, but one of my regular videos that I did.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem talking and refuting someone that's got something, but someone that wants to come in on a live stream and wants to just be no.
So basically what you're saying is this is a blowhard that just wants to hear his voice out there.
It's one of those typical keyboard people. That, I'm tough on the keyboard.
Commando. The keyboard warriors.
Exactly.
Keyboard commando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
so
is fine.
Keyboard commandos are.
I don't have a problem if somebody says something and they get like timed out on one, but when they get kicked out and they come in different fucking names, and then I'm like, I'm tired of that.
But to me, that's entertaining. Now I have something to focus on, and I can focus. And you know what? It doesn't bother me. I mean, we went through a whole thing with Sty a year and a half ago, where there was all sorts of problems, and I won't go into them, but just the comments and the trolls and the things we had to do, the doxing and the things we had to go through, and stuff like
somebody
this.
dox me, please. I live in Converse, Texas. Come find me.
Exactly.
I dare you.
I've actually had someone. Call the cops on me. I don't know how they got my address because it's like my YouTube email and everything is not even associated with my other stuff, and I don't know how they found out where I lived. But yeah, I've had the cops show up and go, "Hey, I heard you have some girl in here that you're holding hostage." I was like, "You're free to come in. There's not a soul here."
Yeah.
And the best part about my channel is that the people in the chat love to just smash those trolls anyway.
Yeah.
Or give them something to do.
That's the thing too. It's
I get to see it. I get to see it. So you want to put up anything you want to put up there? Everything.
Oh yeah, we all get to see, yes, us up here get to see it.
I get to see it, and my people on my panel get to see it. Anything you want to put up there is fine and dandy with me.
Oh yeah.
Now my chat is going to delete it, so everybody else doesn't have to see it. But you know what? Yeah, that's okay. I don't care.
It's okay. Yeah. Send it up through if you think.
There you go.
Everything mild coward.
There's coward.
Oh. There's
You're not
there's
good
a
with
little
the
dumper
paint.
right
It's
there.
amazing how quickly that
The
person
little
can
little
clean up
dumper
a
right
tree and
there.
new
Oh,
panels, too.
Eileen's right on top of it tonight.
Oh, she's just whack.
Yeah, we call it whack-a-troll. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do, but I mean, it's like, you know, the whack-a-mole, whack-a-troll.
Exactly.
Hey, I need a good troll too.
It's
Can
fine.
you come troll my channel too? Those are my favorites.
I mean, you're giving me all sorts of watch time. That is awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
no, we
I
appreciate
really
this.
appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
Yeah, come on.
Awesome.
It's
Groovy Lava Squirrel
give me a
Medic.
super
Bring your
chat,
friends.
hey,
I
give
need
me-
the watch hours.
Everything mild, Howard. If you want to give me a super chat, I will put it right up here on the screen.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you whatever screen recognition you want with your super chat. Go ahead.
You want some screen time? Here you go. Give us some.
There you go. You want to be seen? Go ahead. Give me the super chat. I'll put it right up here. I don't care.
Yeah.
Cindy can save some trolls for the rest of us.
Trolls for
Right? Cindy's like, damn it.
Yeah, it's
people come to my house. There's weapons that live here, so
They create a great algorithm. They do.
Well,
They increase the number of watch.
Same thing with me.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's you know, there's a lot of talk that goes on, and that's what the thing is everyone wants to talk. They want to get their voice out there, and they want to get their opinion, but they're not able to put their opinion out there correctly for the ability of people to actually take it seriously. And
you know what we should do? We should do a live stream and just get all the trolls and let them come up on my channel and just let them say whatever they want.
You know they're going to be p-bombing you.
Oh yeah, that's fine. But see, it's gonna go private anyway. But I'm just gonna give them a chance for their voice to be heard, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna show their dicks and stuff on there, and then I'm gonna screenshot that shit, and then we're gonna do another stream, and we're just gonna laugh at small penises.
Yes, that sounds perfect. But you know, the thing with a lot, like what I've been seeing with, this fella that's trying to come up here and just call people a coward and everything like that. A lot of people want to get their voice heard. However, they do not know how to do it correctly.
Yeah.
So you can disagree with someone. I mean, I can disagree. I don't disagree with 99% of what Travis says, and Chad as well. But the thing is, though, is there's a technique.
You disagree with 90% about what I say?
Huh?
What did you just say?
I said I don't disagree with 99% of what you say.
Oh, okay. I said you disagree with 90%. I'm like, you freaking liberal. What the fuck?
You little
punk. Yeah, no. So I do not disagree with 99% of what you guys say.
True.
However, there is a way to put it. You can't get hostile. Calling someone a coward straight out right. You can't do that. You have to put your words out there in a way that's I don't want to say not aggressive, but because that's a per person term. But if you need to put your words out there in the correct way to where they're heard, you can see that you disagree, but they're not hostile. That's the thing.
I think Luther is hurt there.
It's okay, man. But see, when you show your small wiener, we appreciate it because it's one.
Well, be like the guy. I like to give the.
I don't show my small. I mean, I don't show my wiener.
Well, it's like when I did my 25-hour. I had some trolls come in at like the 24-hour mark, and I was exhausted. I was like, I don't feel like dealing with trolls. And they just all come in. It's like 5 of them, like, link me, throwing out like. At least say a hi before I drop a link anywhere. Don't just. And they.
Well, the funny part is, I put the link out earlier, so one of those dumbasses could have popped in the basement had they wanted to, but.
And Travis, how is that beer you're drinking? I keep seeing those Austin cider beers, and I'm scared to try them because I don't know if they're too foo-foo-y or not.
So I ordered a different one.
Mm.
The place that I ordered it from, they were out. So they said, "Hey,
I seen those.
That's a good
I
one as
drink
well.
That's a
these,
good beer.
so I will put in something else." Because I originally I was getting the watermelon one, but I wanted to see it. But he gave me this pineapple one. It's decent. It's refreshing. Like if it's a hot day outside,
So it's good
Is
for
it-
you and your wife.
Is it a cider or is it a beer?
It's a cider. Yeah, I was gonna say like if I go out and mow my yard and it's really hot, but then I realize I don't mow my yard. I pay somebody to do that, so I'm lazy. So it is refreshing when I sit here on stream and not do anything.
Oh, there you go. And you're drinking the Voodoo IPA.
It's the New Belgium Voodoo
American
Ranger.
Haze.
But isn't that like a really hoppy beer?
It's not.
They can be.
This one, this
That
one's
one's
a
not
very
bad.
sessionable IPA. Yes, it's an IPA, but it's not a hot bomb. It's a very sessionable IPA. Like it's tolerable. Like I don't like extremely hoppy beers where it's all bitter on the back end. I'm not a fan of those. Just like Ojisan, I just can't do it. But this is not bad at all.
Well, I've seen that when I go to at the mainstream, grocery stores. When I go in there, I think about it, but it's like, I don't want to buy anything that I'm not going to like. But again, now there was today, and they have a place where they got beers marked down, individual beers, for like $1, $1.07, $1.50. I was thinking, you know what? I should just have a bad beer review. Get one of those little small shopping baskets, put like 5 or 6 of those in there, and just have a bad beer review.
I actually have 2 beers in my fridge that I've tried already that are just for that reason, a bad beer review. And I'm just gonna I can't slander the company. I mean, I don't want to make them look bad, but I'm just gonna make
the company don't give you any money anyway. So I would say the company, I would say the name of the beer, and be like, you know what, this beer, if it sucked, let them know that, hey, you know what, this beer.
Well,
and it would start off as a bad. The thumbnail and the title would say that's a bad beer review. It's not. It wouldn't be a review. I was reviewing a beer. Instead,
You should just put cheap ass beer reviews. That's what
cheap ass beer reviews.
Cheap ass beer reviews.
But the thing is, though, is when it comes to beer and food as well, is you have to be kind of a little bit different on that because everyone has different tastes.
True.
So what Chad could hate, I might love.
True, that's very true.
Like, hell, look at
like what Ojisan had. Like Ojisan's beer, I guarantee I would have enjoyed it.
Look at Harmony.
IPA?
What did they drink? The ice one.
Natty Ice.
Natty Ice. That shit is garbage. Keystone Ice. I have another 36-ounce can sitting out in my garage for when I did his last review of his beer. I cracked it and hammered it. That shit is nasty as hell.
Keystone Ice is top end stuff in Baltimore. Sorry, I rebuked what you said because Keystone Ice is top end in Baltimore where they live.
I'll drink regular Keystone. I won't do the ice beers. I haven't had an ice beer since right out of high school when I was doing like the Bud Ice 40s and all that. But I haven't had an ice beer since then. But I'll drink a normal Keystone.
I was trying to keep it to character. Is what
I have to take my dad to the liquor store tomorrow. We're gonna pick out some barrel aged stouts and stuff for this week.
That's cool.
Are you gonna do some beer reviews with Pops?
Yeah, probably. I think tomorrow we're gonna do the Inferno Candy Company, the okra and the pickles. We're gonna do a review on both of those.
Yeah, see, my parents will be here on around Mother's Day, and I am the only one in my family that can handle spice.
Oh, I didn't say he can handle it. I'm just saying he wants to participate. So.
I'm not going to put my dad through that.
Well, Cindy's already scared that you're going to give your dad a Cindy's ball, and he's going to.
Oh, I am. He's already tracking, and we are filming the infomercial.
Oh,
this week.
So speaking of, your package from Cindy, she said it came partially melted.
Partially, yeah.
Partially. So my the 2.0 came perfect. but the peanut butter balls looked like they were kind of mush. They didn't not completely
didn't harden as well.
Yeah, no. So the 2.0 for me came through perfect. But except for the peanut butter balls, and she even said that
I don't know how my dad is going to handle it, but the infomercial is going to be comedy gold.
It may have been the heat, though.
How is your dad with spicy stuff? Because I'm literally when I say spicy stuff, I'm the only person in my family that can handle spicy stuff.
No, like my dad, we did the 3 times spicy noodles and stuff last time he was here. He was handled just fine. We eat spicy stuff all the time.
Kitty, long time no see, girl.
Hello, kitten.
How you been?
Well, hello, kitten.
Hello, kitty.
Hello, kitten.
Why, hello.
Middleman says, "Mushed balls. The fuck happened?"
All right, Chase and Reaper, have a go, man.
Oh yes,
There you
I
go.
would love to try
Change
that.
it back to Chasing the Reaper. There you go.
They're chasing the Reaper.
You want to try what?
Oh, so Roth Pretzels. He's a local guy for me. Small company. He makes peppered spicy pretzels and regular, but Johnny Scoville and Brian Ames have had his pretzels recently, and as well as
those are pretzels that they reviewed just not too long ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's local to me. I can buy those pretzels at the local farmer market.
Oh, right on.
So I messaged him today. I was like, "You're moving up in the world." Brian Ames and Johnny Scoville's had their pretzels, and they liked them. And he's like, "Yeah, but the challenge was still not up to snuff. So if you want to help out," I'm like, "Hell yes!" I'd like.
He needs testers. He needs testers. We'll do feedback.
Yeah. So I just responded back. I'm like, "You're moving up in the world. You got Johnny Scoville. He loves your Dragon's Breath, and it's a snackable thing for him." And Brian Ames is like, "Yeah, these are great." And I'm like, and I did my review on his pretzels in November, I think.
I've never done a pretzel review.
Oh yeah, November of last year. Yeah.
Spicy now.
So they are. You can get either regular pretzels or sourdough, but they're buttery.
Sourdough pretzel? What about that?
Yes.
But that is money.
Oh, they're so good.
Are they
so what? They're so what?
Money.
They're divine.
But no, Cindy, to save you and Mike some heartache, me and my dad, we are going to do the 2.0, but we're only going to eat one just so we can actually review it. I will save the other ones for when I do them with somebody in the community. I just want my dad to try them.
Well, I could save one for my dad.
I mean, if he is going to help me do the commercial, I need him to actually have one.
You're welcome, Cindy.
Cindy's moist right now.
Yeah, she is. Hashtag it.
She has her brand new headphones on that have.
All she needs is Travis doing the Batman right now. He just completely lose control.
Where are the other drugs?
I can just see Cindy's leg twitching, like, oh my god.
Swear to me.
Oh wait. No. Fucking Neil.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man. Oh, but tomorrow we'll start the Batwing, so that's gonna be like a 2-day project. It's gonna be good.
So lots of good. It's tasty.
So does someone want to do the Chili Cherry Nightmare with me tomorrow?
I'll do the Chili Cherry Nightmare with you.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Nope. I'm good.
Travis, have you already tried it before, Travis? Or is
Nope.
Nope, just based on
No, he hasn't because
seen and heard.
well, it's because
It's just an upgrade from the Moab. That's all.
Yeah.
I just can't do the massive amount of chocolate challenges. I can't do it.
The half pound.
But you did 9 ounces of the bug bars, which this is only 8 ounces.
He kind of did 8 ounces, 9 ounces.
What do you mean,
completed
kinda?
it.
Because I didn't do the break in between because I didn't get the rules sent to me, you fucking asshole.
That was the same way with me with the the little skulls, the white chocolate cherry skulls there.
Oh, the eruptions?
Yes.
I still haven't done those. I still have those to do too.
They taste so good though.
Anything
I have so much Inferno Candy Company that are unopened package just waiting.
I do too.
Did the white lightning taste good? That's white chocolate, isn't it?
White lightning, I
love
love the white lightning.
Oh yeah,
chocolate.
the white chocolate tasted great.
Yeah, the white lightning.
It's not
that hot. And the white lightning's not that hot. If you eat a bunch of them, they're hot. But if you eat a couple, 2, 3, it's an enjoyable amount of you. It really is.
I'm trying
You
to
did the
figure out,
bites.
I wanna
You did
do
the bites, right, Chad?
The what?
Huh?
Did you do the bites?
The bites. I haven't done anything like extremely hot except for
there was
I want to step it up a notch. I need to get either the white lightning, the Pocky chips, something. I need to kind of. I've had that Carolina Reaper sauce, so I was able to tolerate that.
When you come to my house, we can do a collab, and you can do some spicy stuff. I will provide at my house.
I will be happy to come down to A-Town.
So the white lightning, the Pocky chip, and the bite. The bites might.
I said the bites. The reason I said the bites is because bar number 2 is like the equivalent of white lightning, and I thought that one was delicious.
I actually.
That's a white chocolate bar, isn't it?
I actually think the bites was a bit hotter than the white lightning.
The number 2?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's just because of the amount that's in that.
That I'm just saying the white lightning was my very first video. That was my very first one, and it was like filmed like with my phone up this way, so it's all shitty with the 2 black bars on the side. So like I didn't know what I was doing.
Was as well.
When is Micah coming to your casa?
On the 1st of May.
The 1st of
What are
May.
you guys doing then?
That is Sloth Day.
Sloth Day. Oh, that's right.
Are you renting a
Right,
sloth or
Day.
owning a sloth?
Well, my wife it's renting a sloth. The sloth is coming to my house. I'm going to get to hold and pet it. And my dad brought a sloth. You know how I have some of my onesies with like the hood and stuff? There's a sloth one. My dad got me one, so it's going to be amazing. And then me and Micah have like 3 or 4 videos we have to film, some reviews and some MREs and
MRE.
Talking in accents and well, hello, please.
Well, hello, comrade.
I'd love to do a new MRE based off of what I was doing back in 1990. And I thought what we had in 1990 was like, we just started getting the little bottle of Tabasco in them.
Oh, those little balls of Tabasco, they saved every fucking meal.
But those are amazing. I can tell you right now, that was one of my first Jackass moments. We got filled up water bottle caps with them, and we snorted those little Tabasco bottles. And that was
so
horrible.
you know what was fun when we left Kuwait in '96 is we threw pallets of those MREs with those little hot sauce bottles into the burn pit.
Oh wow!
And you wanted to talk about being scared because you thought you were getting shot at because the bottles were heating up and the spots were kicking off, coming out.
Jeez.
So for anybody that wants to have fun, you can make an MRE bomb. Now, I'm not saying how to make a bomb. When I'm talking about MRE bomb, I'm talking about pretty much CS gas. CS gas out of things that are in MRE. So if you get the little Tabasco bottles and you save them up, you pour them into a water bottle. And all you need is a funnel or a piece of paper you can do. Just get an MRE heater and cut it. So the powder, you pour the powder in there, and it's just pepper gas. The best.
You're a complete asshole.
So we used to sneak into people's chews, their tents or their little billets they had there, and we'd go and we'd get it underneath their bed when they were sleeping. So we'd sneak in and we'd do it, we'd drop it in, and then we'd go and we'd hold the door, and like it was just CS gas.
Oh, pepper gas them.
So,
yeah, it ends up
okay,
you
you
can get
guys
in a lot of
actually
trouble
had
for that because
doors.
people. This was after we took over some of Saddam's palaces and stuff with the initial push.
So when I was in Kuwait in '96, all we had was
Yeah,
a tent
Kuwait.
in the desert. In
Kuwait.
the desert.
That's Kuwait.
When
that was
did
our
you-
starting point.
When did you
Damn.
enter? When did you enter?
2002.
Okay, so
you know the initial push. You know when the statue fell and we actually were like fighting and like shooting people.
Come on there, young buck.
Not sitting in the desert playing football and be like, oh, I guess we'll just hang out here and just sweat while I was actually fighting. You know that time.
We actually got don't fuck with me. You fuck off. You lapped the stank off my hang low. That's all I gotta say.
That's funny.
Good times.
So we used to take just the MRE heaters and cut them off and put them in because you couldn't drink anything out there. It was either bath water or out of a buffalo or water bottles. We used to take the MRE heaters that we didn't use, and we'd actually wait till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and we just put them in the water bottles and toss them to people's tents. So, except for the COs, of course.
Oh no, we got our first sergeant with the pepper bomb.
It was worth it. It was driver at the time,
It was so worth it. Oh, I was a senior medic. I rode with them everywhere. Him and the commander. I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
I'm guessing CO is commanding officer. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Company commander, yes.
Or company commander.
Yeah. Or commanding officer, if you really want it. Yeah.
I was never in the military. That's one thing I wanted to do, but as being an only child, I told my mom. I said I would love to do this. She did not want me to go because I was an only child. So I was like, okay. I wanted to be a Marine whenever I was much younger.
The first person in my family for my rough yearage to actually within the last, because my parents and uncles actually got out of it beforehand because, well, holy shit, my dad's only 65. So he missed Vietnam by a little bit. But I was the first child on my dad's side to go into the army or in the military period for a while. Which is why my name's on a... You know what's fucked up is when you go to your hometown and you see your name on a fucking war memorial. That's fucked up.
Look, your old man. It's not you. Is that your junior?
No, it's me. I am on there for Gulf War.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. They put all of my hometown. So my hometown is about maybe 500 people, and probably half of them are family. So it's
oh wow.
Well, there you go. So you didn't have to die to be a hero.
I'm not a hero.
So
I will never claim
die
that.
to be a hero.
I will never claim that.
So
I am me.
Most of us feel uncomfortable when someone thanks us for our service.
Yeah. I was actually told that the other day. I said thank you to a bunch of people, and they're like, stop, just stop.
No, it's thank you for your support, and that's it. And I walk on.
Right.
Thank you for support.
I just say word
to your mother.
True that, home fried Jeep skillet.
I think it's the older like 70s, 80s, 90s. I think they appreciate it because they probably don't get a bunch of that.
Well, it's the Vietnam.
The Vietnam guys. The Vietnam guys got so much shit.
If I ever see a guy with a Vietnam hat on, it's a thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Because the Vietnam, they got shit when they came back.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's thank you for your support and move on.
Yeah, when I lived in Florida, obviously it's a bunch of older individuals in Florida, and it was all Vietnam vets. They all had their hats and everything, and I mean they were everywhere. Every time I said thank you, they'd always reach out, shake my hand, and say, thank you, you're welcome.
So, well, listen, guys, I got to get my ass to bed.
Oh, that's right. You got to work tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I got to go in for 5 hours, but I got to go in an hour early for someone picking up something. So I want to thank everyone for coming hanging out tonight. Travis, Joe, Chad, thank you all for being here tonight. Everybody out in the chat, I do appreciate everyone hanging out with us tonight. Tomorrow, Saturday, we'll probably do some. Oh, yeah, me and Joe, if Joe is up to it.
What time do you want to start this at?
5 p.m.
What time zone?
Eastern.
Eastern. Okay, so 3 my time. Okay.
If you want to do it, that's when I'm doing it.
Just send me a reminder.
That's when I'm doing
it. I've got a haircut at 10, and that's it.
Okay.
So this is driving me nuts.
I'm gonna put a link in.
Spicy, thank you for having me up. I greatly appreciate it.
And if anybody wants to come in and knock something else out of the park while we're doing it, hey, I'm all for it. So, all right,
so
guys.
After party, my place. Let's do it.
All right. Travis is having an after party, so go see Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic. We are out of here. Good night, guys. Keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy.
Better, brother.